Melissa, the day we've been waiting for, we're finally here.
We are definitely finally here, and the schools have come in their numbers all across South Africa, and they're ready to compete head to head against each other to see who will be crowned the fastest school in South Africa. It is a beautiful day. We had a bit of rain this morning, a little bit of thunderstorms and lightning, but the weather is clearing up nicely, Temba, and it seems like it's going to be favorable conditions for these athletes.
Absolutely, clearing up very nicely. As you can see on the track there, the athletes are being welcome, introduced to everybody, and it's going to be a beautiful day of athletics. You can see the Altes Schrader, the legend announcer, will be here making sure the atmosphere is very nice. And there's Lesedi from Hoërskool Menlo Park.
Definitely we see Hoërskool Menlo Park getting an introduction over there to the various schools that's here. We have Hoërskool Centurion, we have Hoërskool Swartkop, we have...
I'm honored to be given the opportunity to share today's message with you. Ladies and gentlemen, can we all rise and bow our heads as we begin another day? Let us pause for a moment of silence to all those who have lost their lives to the deadly coronavirus. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This athletic season is unlike any we have experienced before. Let us all be uplifted by the spirit and goodwill of this year. Let us put 2020 in the rear view mirror and look with optimism and towards a year of peace, health and happiness, all the while counting our blessings. The chosen Bible reading is taken from Isaiah 40, verse 29 to 31, and it goes as follows. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even the youth grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. These are points in athlete's sports career. When we grow weary, we feel like our talent is not good enough. Our strength is fading. We feel like we are trying our hardest, but the goals are just not coming. It's these hard times when we have to dig deep and turn to the Lord to see us through the doldrums, slumps, and tough times. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bow our heads as I lead us into prayer. Ons dierbare Hemelse Vader, ons dank U vir hierdie geleentheid om vandag saam te kom in kompetisie. Ons vra dat almal wat vandag betrokke is op 'n godgevallige wyse mag gedra en goeie sportsmangees toon ten spyte van die uitkoms. Here, ons dank U vir die gawes en vermoëns waarmee U elke atleet geseën het. En ons bid dat hulle dit mag gebruik om U te verheerlik. Heavenly Father, we ask that all involved in today's event may be kept free from injury and that You will be with us as we leave this place. All this we pray in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you very much to Prestige College and Menlo Park. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get the show on the road. Athletes, back to your seats.
And there was an amazing introduction there from Lesedi from the Hoërskool Menlo Park, just addressing also a bit of prayer before this amazing day of athletics comes. It's going to be a special day, and we do need as much from above to make sure that it goes smooth and the athletes can perform and have the best day of their competition ever.
Definitely, Temba. It's always important, to ask for mercy and grace and to ask that there's no serious injuries on the field. We know that that is always part of an athlete's career, injuries, especially in these conditions. So just a quick prayer from Menlo Park as well as Prestige College leading us into a scripture from above. And it's going to be a good day, Temba. I think it's going to be fire, it's going to be flames. We see over there the high schools, just clearing the track and getting ready to go and warm up for the events coming up. We are starting with the 3,000 meters final for boys under 17.
Amazing scenes. Just seeing the flags, it reminds you of the Olympic Games. It reminds you of what these athletes are representing here. The flag represents your identity, your purpose for being here. You know what I mean? They're here to represent those colors, as you can see over there. The Hoërskool Westphalia putting up their flag, and the flag should bring pride, and that's exactly what this is about. And the athletes must learn to embrace their flags, their badge, their school, because today when the gun goes off, or when they get the opportunity to jump, throw, or whatever it is they have to do, it's all about representing their flag.
Definitely, it's all about the passion and the pride for your high school. Again, we're at the Twizza Super School Series final. There was regionals held at Ramsar, and there was regionals held in Greenport, Cape Town, and all those schools have come together to compete against each other to see who will be crowned the best and fastest school in South Africa. This school gets bragging rights for an entire year, Temba.
Absolutely, bragging rights for an entire year up for grabs. Currently, the title is still with the World School Menlo Park since 2020. But this year we'll see who will be the new champion of the Twizza Super School Series final.
I've spoken to a couple of athletes from various schools, Prestige College, Worsko Helpmekaar, Grasfontein, and these schools say that they are coming for that trophy. They want it, they've been working hard, they've been training hard, and they want to get their bragging rights and steal that trophy away from Worsko Menlo Park. So it's going to be an interesting one. We know that these guys are dedicated, they're coming here to give us a show and a half, and they're just going to give their best. Also, they're going to have a lot of fun. That's the benefit about this Twizza Super School Series event. You can mingle with athletes from different schools, you can enjoy the day, there's entertainment, there's activation areas, so it's all about enjoying track and field.
As you can see, the banners at the back there of Olympic, one of the sponsors of this event. Amazing to see the sponsors coming on, sponsors such as Olympic coming on here and just, showcasing the youngsters' talent. They need these sponsors. Obviously, Twizza always embedded in school athletics. They're always doing a fantastic job at school meetings or even mini sports, and it's just good to see them. The Twizza Super School Series finale is here, and it's definitely here to stay.
Definitely here to stay. And like I said, it's just giving these athletes a little bit of a taste. They're here to taste the moment with Twizza, and they're here to taste that special moment to see where their athletic career can go in the future. A lot of these kids are in matric. It's their last year that they get to race at this platform, and from next year it's off to the senior grounds, and that's where the senior battlefield is always tougher. So this is a good platform for these guys to just taste that moment, taste a bit of that elite athletic platform, and I think that Twizza is putting on a great show here.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the stands are getting filled with people just here to watch the competition, and there's a lot of athletes from all over the country. As you can see there, the Olympic banner on the track there, where they'll be doing the long jump as well. But we're getting ready for the 3,000 meter races. In the picture there is Chloe from the Worsko Menlo Park, and you can see the Worsko Nelspruit is in there as well. We also got the likes of Midstream College, Montana is here as well. There's a lot of schools, and the event that is coming up is the boys under 17 3,000 meters. So we look forward to see how this race will pan out, and we'll have scenes from this amazing 3,000 meter race shortly.
Definitely, I think it's going to be a close race. I think it's going to be a tight race. The boys are warming up, the boys are ready. They're at the starting line of the 3,000 meters. We have over 26 boys lining up in this race, Temba. I think it's going to be one for the books. These guys are going to be fighting all the way to the finish line for their school to win this medal.
26 boys, one medal up for grabs, one top position. But as you see, the most important thing about this competition also is to remember that it's all about getting the points for your school.
Yeah.
So every performance counts, and if you look at the final for the boys under 17 3,000 meter, some of the lanes to look out for, we've got Johan Rulofsson from Menlo Park boys in the boys competition here. He's the one to look out for. There's likes of also from the invitational team, Kit Hero for the Twizza invitational team, also one of those to look out for in this one. So let's see which of these 26 boys will be going out there and grabbing the victory in this race and bagging as much points as possible for their school.
Definitely all about the points here, so you want to try and cross that finish line as quick as possible. We also see lining up in this race, we have Jason Scott from Charlie Wolfmeyer boys, and we have further on the line then Nico de Villiers from Grasfontein Boys High School. I think these boys are coming out in the numbers. We also have AJ Mayer from Kempton Park Seans High School. Timba, these guys are coming out and they want to prove a point here today. They want to do this for their school. So it doesn't only matter crossing the line finish, but trying to get in those top positions, like you said, just to rank up the points and put the points in the bag.
Absolutely, and it's a packed field. We said we got 26 of the boys, and also let's not forget about the schools. HTS Drotsky also, they also competing in this one. We've got Uren November, who's going to be one of those to look out for in this race. So let's see if the names we've mentioned will be the names that step up, or will there be a new name that steps up? Furentu boys, we know how strong they are as well. As you can see, wrapping up the 26 lanes over there of the athletes that are actually in this race. Furentu boys, very good with middle distance running. Distance is their forte. Let's see, 3,000 meters, it falls right into that space. It is their home ground as well, you know, being from around central Gauteng, the province we're in at the moment. So let's see which of these boys will be taking the first win for the first track event on the track today.
Definitely, it's going to be exciting. The first race for the Twizza Super School Series final is just around the corner, and that is the 3,000 boys under 17 final. I spoke to a few of the coastal coaches.
And obviously, we're getting ready for that first race. It is the boys 3,000 meter race coming up, and I hope you guys are excited for this one. It's gonna be a humdinger of a race, 3,000 meter boys race to start off the proceedings on the track, Alyssa.
Definitely, Temba. We can see the officials have cleared the water off the track nicely, so the track is nice and dry for the boys to run and start the race. You know, they're getting the track in favorable conditions. I always say to run middle distance in this weather is where it happens. You know, it's not too hot. The boys can come out and focus on fast times, and we know the Rainstars track is very fast, so I think we're going to have an amazing result today. Like I was saying, I spoke to a couple of coaches from the coastal schools, and they're like, why is it raining in Joburg? What is happening over here? They're not very happy with our weather conditions, but the gods were listening to us, and it's clearing nicely. The sun is coming out, so I think later on for the sprints, the track will definitely be dry, and we'll have some great events happening.
Absolutely, great events lined up. It's a full day of track and field. Best of the best schools, best of the best school athletes, and a champion will be crowned. The best school in South Africa will be crowned today, you know, and that's the magic of this competition. When you leave here, you won't have any doubt as to who's the best. You will know exactly which school is going to be on top. This is the Twizza Super School Series finale. This is the final. The time has come. Athletes have been preparing, schools have been preparing, there's been traveling, a lot of logistics that go into this, you know, even setting up this competition, you know, brands like Twizza being here as the main sponsor of this event, Olympic also jumping on. This is what makes the event special, and you can see from the attendance over here, people are hungry for athletics. Not even the rain could make people decide to go home or to get wavered from this. They are here, they are ready. You can see the young men there in the colors of Randburg also just testing his watch to make sure that when the gun goes off, he wants that watch, he wants those PBs to be recorded.
Definitely. They don't want to make any mistake over there. They need to know the times that they're finishing. It's very vital. You know, this goes hand in hand with the guys' training schedules for the rest of the 2022 season. And as you said, we have numbers in attendance here today. Obviously, following strict protocol for COVID, we're only at a certain capacity of the stadium. But the guys are hungry to watch the races, and we see the beautiful trophies in picture. That is going to be awarded to the best boys' school and the best girls' school of the day.
That's what we here for. Those trophies right there are exactly why we are here. Yes, we've got the individual performances. Yes, we've got personal bests, and we've got athletes with different goals. But at the end of the day, we're going to crown the best school in South Africa. And those trophies are for exactly that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see which school is going to step up. This year, there is a handful of schools that can definitely win this title. It's just a matter of which school gets it right. Remember, you can lose points if an athlete does not finish a race. There's so many variables, and that's what you need to remember. It's not plain and simple. It might just go to the wire based on something that was never planned happening. Listen.
Definitely. You know, I spoke to a lot of athletes, and they said it's all about the depth of your school. It's all about the numbers in your school. You want at least your school clearing top 3 positions, top 5 positions, you know, and that is going to help you steal the points and put the points in the bag and put you in contention to lift that beautiful trophy that we see on the screen over there. And that's the goal in the end of this day at the Twizza Super School Series final.
Absolutely.
The schools are coming, Temba, they're ready. We've been speaking to the likes of Werner Bezuidenhout, who wants to break records on track today. You know, they've been planning for this with their coaches, they've been planning with this for their schools, and they're ready to set this track on fire.
Absolutely, we're gonna set this track on fire, and the athletes are getting warmed up and they're heating up the track as well. As you can see, they're the boys under 17 3,000 meter, just getting their lane draws, and from there on it's just a matter of waiting for the officials to give us the go ahead, and we will have the opening race for 2022 right here on this track in just a few moments, and we can't wait for this to get going.
Definitely, and also we see the boys discus under 15 walking to their discus ring over there, discus net. They can also be starting and kicking off the field events for the Twizza Super School Series final, so we'll grab some action from them throughout the morning as the event goes along.
Yep, absolutely. The discus for the boys under 15 is also going to be an interesting one. We've got Nurjevo also representing the likes of Yeneng Yaku in that boys discus event. We also have Anthony Stone as well as Hugo Rousseau, athletes to look out for. Don't forget about Vian Lowe as well as Jock van Niekerk also in that boys under 15 discus. So it's one of 2. So there's a lot of boys getting ready to get into that discus event. As you can see, the athletes just warming up all over the place to get started. But the first track event will be the 3,000 meters, and it's gonna be an exciting one to see.
Definitely exciting. Did you ever try your luck in the 3,000?
3,000 meters a bit too far for me. I've never tried my luck in 3,000, but keeping it short. But I do like to watch it. It's always interesting to watch. It's just 3Ks on and around the track. For them, you know, 3K is usually a sweet spot event that it's nice to see. We'd like to see it more among seniors. You know, the 5,000 is a bit too long. 3,000 is just a bit more exciting to watch. So that's why I enjoy watching this one, especially when the schoolboys take it on.
Definitely, the schoolboys are ready. We see them in the numbers over there. Menlo Park, Prestige College, Tuks boys lining up over there. We spoke to Coach Paul Goris yesterday, and he said, you know, that the Tuks high school or sport high school is, you know, very well equipped in their sprint and middle distance. So he said they're going to be coming with a vengeance today to showcase their talent and to prove that they're here ready for South African schools track and field.
Absolutely, and let's not forget about Paul Chemis, all the way from Battle. They're also here in this competition, so they will be a school to look out for as well. They've got very talented distance runners down there, and let's see what they will bring forward to us. So Paul Chemis also in here. 4-2 boys, let's not forget about them. Garsfontein, Randfontein also featuring in this competition. Monument, Monas, known as Monas, also featuring. So let's see what the boys 17 race will bring. Beautiful day of athletics lined up. This is the Twizza Super School Series final.
Beautiful day indeed. We keep seeing that sun just showing itself every now and then, and I think it's gonna heat up to be a very, very hot day today. And we know the hotter the track, the faster the sprints. So we can't wait for some sprint action later on. After our 3,000 meters, we have some hurdle action coming to you in the 400 meter hurdles for boys and girls, as well as the 300 meter hurdles for boys and girls. So we've got an action-packed morning lined up for you guys before we hit the 200 meter sprints a little later in the program. They filled with athletics. If you can't be at the Ramsar Stadium, stay tuned to the Backtrack live stream. We're going to be showing you guys all the action live. It's always good to witness it firsthand, right, Temba?
Absolutely. There's no better way to get information or to see things than to see it yourself. Second-hand information is always exaggerated. It's never accurate, and it always has a bit of spice. But if you see it yourself, you get to experience it, and then you can be the one who gives the second-hand story. So let's see what stories will be told after this event. Who will be the school that wins the very first track race today, right here at Dreamsurf Stadium for the Twizza Super School Series final?
It's so exciting to see how many athletes we have. We know we've had a bad 2 years of COVID and sport has just been completely dead, especially on the school sphere of things, But it's so good to see how the schools have come in their numbers, how the spectators have come in their numbers, supporters are here, and it's such a good way to kickstart the 2022 track schedule. We know it's going to be a busy year. We know these athletes are getting ready for World Junior Champs, Africa Junior Champs, National Champs. So great year of athletics coming up, Timber, and I can't wait to see how they're starting off their season.
Absolutely, I'm excited. I don't want to even lie or even try to conceal. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen. I can't wait to see some of the 800s. I can't wait to see some of the sprints, as you mentioned. The high jump is always a very interesting one, and the throws as well. We've got some of the best schools that will be going head-to-head against each other. It is the best schools. I'm not even going to say some of the best schools. We've got the best schools going head-to-head right here, right now. That's how unique this competition is. You don't always get to run against every single school in the country, especially when you're in the top school. You always wonder, when will I get to run against Abel from Nasir? When will I get to run against Furent? When will I get to run against Eitzig? When will I get to run against Menlo Park or Prestige? Or many of the other schools that are here. Middleburg is also here with their school, and it's an opportunity for these athletes to go head-to-head against each other. The only time that they get to do this is at nationals.
Yeah.
So that's why we're saying this is almost, it feels like nationals for the schools.
It's definitely nationals for the schools, because at SA Nationals, it's all about individual performances, but now it's all about your school. And it's also so awesome to see girls' schools coming and competing at the same event as boys' schools and as mixed schools. It's really cool to see. And we see there the boys under 17, 3,000 meters lining up, getting into their positions in the split start for this race to get kicked off. I'm excited. I cannot wait to kickstart this Twizza Super School Series final. I'm tasting the moment. It is there. It is here. Kinako.
Kinako indeed. We've waited a bit. We had to wait for the rain, and I think it was good. I think it just built up more anticipation, more hunger, more enthusiasm. The people that are watching online have been messaging the whole time. Are we live yet? What's going on? Listen, guys, it's just rain. The rain has stopped. The action is about to commence again, and everybody is just anticipating and excited to get this competition going. I mean, this is the whole South Africa we're talking about. Schools from all over South Africa. So there's audiences from all over South Africa that will be watching this morning session, afternoon as well as evening sessions. It's going to be just one of those days where we can just sit back and watch and enjoy athletics for a full day, Alison.
I love it. And we also see athletes from the Twizza Invitational team, but that means that at the regional champs, Twizza selected athletes to come and present them as an invitational team at this event. And I think that is also extremely special, and I cannot wait to see what this Twizza Invitational team can put out or display on the track today against these other high schools.
I mean, that's the beauty of this competition, is that it also tries to include all the other athletes as well. If your school is not here and you get into the invitational side, it's an opportunity. You can see the girls are currently getting warmed up for the high jump competition, and that is just right here in front of us, Alyssa. So we'll be able to watch that also live with our very own eyes. But the boys 3,000 meter for boys under 17 race is about to kickstart, and it will kickstart the track and field action for the Twizza Super School Series finale.
Here we see our starter, Mrs. Starter, they're just waiting for the green light from our electronic timing, and then we're about to get this competition on the run, on the go. 3,000 meters, boys under 17, they're ready, they're excited to race. It's going to be a good one, Timber, it's going to be a good one.
Absolutely, we are just moments away from the beginning of the first race, the beginning of the Twizza Super School Series final, and you can see the officials are getting ready for that. The athletes just lining up. Race after race will be having action non-stop. And here comes the first race. And they're off. Clean start for the first race. And you can see immediately the young athlete from Prestige moving to the front. Just wanting to clear himself off a bit early. Prestige is a very strong school when it comes to distance running. Forentu, a very strong school. Tuck Sport, as you mentioned, a very strong school. But you also got the likes of Harsfontein also in there. We've got the likes of Swarkop, World School Swarkop also in the mix. So let's see how this one will pan out. There were young athlete also there from Pero Gymnasium also in the race. So let's see the 3,000 meter as they come around for what is just 300 meters. We'll see what type of pace they are taking on to see is it going to be a fast race or will it be a tactical race which leads to a fast sprint finish.
Definitely, it's a packed race, 26 guys lining up there, so you always want to get to the front of the pack. You don't want to be boxed in the middle over there where you can't make a move or struggle to make a move, because we've seen these distance events becomes very competitive, you know, very pushy, just to break away out of that box. You don't want to get stuck, and that's why we see the boy from Menlo Park taking the lead there, and behind him the boy from Tuck Sport. They have just hit the first lap in about 1:13. So it seems like it's going to become a tactical race there, Temba. The guys are sticking together. No one is really breaking away too early. It's going to be a very, very interesting race.
Yeah, as you can see in the lead currently is Johan. He is running in the colors of Menlu. He's currently pushing out the pace. And he's got company from Forentu, the young man from Tux, known as Sehuatla Morapeleng. Still in third place at the moment. Still very early in this one. So Johan just making sure that he doesn't get trapped in a box or anything. So he's making sure that he controls the pace and the proceedings from the front.
It seems like Johan is, you know, just keeping his lead steady over there, trying to break away from the pack, trying to open about a 5-meter gap. But the guys are hanging on. They're not letting go. We have Johan Rulofse from Menlo Park boys leading this race. Let's see if he's going to keep the lead or if the guys from Forentu is going to pass them. We have Luslo Timati right on his heels. Let's see what happens in this race.
Forentu currently working in a pack to make sure that they stick with Johan Rulofse. But the young man being very bold at this moment, you know, to go out there and to be in front and to say, you know what, I'm going to take it out. This is an important race. I'm not going to wait for or put my fate in the hands of anybody else. I'm going to do it from the front. It just goes to show that he is ready. He is prepared. The World School Menlo Park athletes are prepared. Forentu athletes packing. You can see in a pack of 3 there waiting to pounce and hunt down the young Johan Rulofse, who is currently in front. So it's going to be one of those races where it might come down to a 3-man or 4-man sprint finish, but it's very early as we still have quite a few laps to go in the 3,000 meters. So let's see what will happen as this race commences, Alyssa.
Like we said, Temba, it's all about doing this for your school. So as a school, you need to come together and have a tactical plan to bag those points. And it seems like that is exactly what Forentu is doing. I guess great experience from Forentu. Side over there, great coaches in the middle distance. Like we said, they specialize in the middle distance and they're on their home ground. So we can see their tactical plan working very, very nicely as they have already taken over from Johan Rulofse from Menlo Park. We have the Forentu guy leading at the moment now, and we have his 2 companions close behind him, coming in second place over there, trying to take over from Johan Rulofse, as well as sitting in 4th place over there, Forentu. So they're ready to bag these points. Just behind them, we have the 2 Prestige College guys also looking to bag some points there for their school.
Absolutely, and you can see that girls are also getting ready for the high jump competition. That is the final for the girls under 15. This one will be also commencing. You can see they're just getting warmed up and getting their markers in. Athletes there from Prestige as well as Swarkop currently getting prepared for this one. But on the track, you can see still the same athletes in the lead. Johan Rulofse back in front again. They tried to shake him off, but as I said, he knows exactly what he wants to do. He's set in his mind what he's going to do. He's not going to be bullied or even have his race changed by any means. He's just sticking to his guns. We saw a few weeks, 2 weeks or so back, he ran a very good race at Tux, and these men know of his pedigree, so they are going to try to take out his sting as well. So let's see what will the boys from Furentu do. Currently second place, we've got the likes of Luto Timati, who is currently in that chasing pack, and with him he also has Oratile Masejo, just assisting him, making sure that they work together towards this victory.
We see though Prestige College boys also trying to keep up with this pack, not giving up, trying to just stay in the contention. Over there we have the likes of Lesejo Tapane as well as Safiso Makalamwaka, trying to stick in that race, trying to, stick with the Forentu guys, stick with Johan Rolofse from Menlo Park. And Themba, I predict a fast finish in this 3,000 meter.
Absolutely, 5 people still in this race. I liked your attempt on that surname. You really
I'm
did
trying,
give it a
I'm
go.
trying.
It sounded very good. I can see you were practicing. But at the moment, it's a 5-man race. Any of those 5 men look like they can pounce at any moment. Prestige College, Furentu, Menlo Park, 5-man race at the moment. Let's see who's going to end up making the decisive move and take home this victory for the first track event on the track today. Also other action, you can see the high jump action on the track. The athletes just getting warmed up and prepared for this competition as well. But on the track, it's heating up. Every lap that passes by, Alyssa, you can just feel that everybody is thinking, who's going to fall off? Should I go? Should I wait? It's all about the tactics now. It's all about getting the maximum points as well, but also trying to get the victory. That's what makes it so challenging. Do you go flat out for the victory and sacrifice losing points for your team, or do you run safe? I think the best way to always run is run for gold, and everything else will fall into place.
Even though these guys are competing for their school, they have that championship mentality. So when you're in the race, you always want that gold medal. You always want that victory crown. You always want to take that victory lap as well. So I think these 5 guys are going to give it their all. Again, we have Johan Rolofse from Menlo Park, but he has lost his lead to one of the Forentu guys over there. We have Prestige College also contending for that first place. It's going to be a fight to the finish, Timber, as they come finishing the 200 meters or crossing the 200 meter mark. They're heading into their last lap. It's going to be a fast one. We predicted this. We predicted a race to the finish. We predicted a photo finish. So I am excited to see it.
Rolofse looks like he's falling off a bit. Still in there at the moment, but it looks like he might be, but still in there. He's still got contact. The boys from Forentu in there as well also, but you can see Johan is just grimacing in his face. As they come to the bell, it's going to be a matter of who will put down the gas, who will make the decisive move. And you can see immediately the young athlete from Prestige was taking the lead. Johan Rolofse falling off, but the 2 boys from Forentu also in there right now, just making sure that the pace is nice and strong. We got Oratile Masejo from Forentu, as well as his training partner or his co-partner Luto Timati, also from Forentu, and they're making the move now. 250 meters to go, Alyssa.
It's always exciting when you hear that bell. You know that the race is on, and we have the 2 guys from Forentu as well as the Prestige College guy hanging on. Johan Rolofse unfortunately has dropped off. Will he have a final kick from that 150? But it seems like the Forentu guys and Prestige College guy is putting foot to the metal, pedal to the metal now, Themba, as they come in the last 120 meters, entering the last straight of the 100 meters. Take us home.
It's going to be one of those sprint finishes that we were anticipating, Alyssa. As you can see, it's Forentu versus Prestige at the moment, but it looks like the young man in the colors of Prestige is going to hold on to this one. In the colors of Forentu, it looks like it's Masejo Oratile taking the first place. Second place going to Prestige College, and Forentu in third. Rolofse finishing in 4th. He ran a very brave race, did well, and Prestige coming on as well for that 5th place. And that is the top 5 for the boys under 17 3,000 meter. A great race, Alyssa, good to watch. And you can see some of these athletes were lapped almost, that's how fast those boys were running. Can't really see it, but it really shows in the times and in the performances that are being seen and shown on the track right now.
Definitely a great way to start this Twizza Super School Series final with the boys under 17 3,000 meter. And we have Forentu finishing there in a time of 8 minutes, 44 seconds and 51 split seconds. Beautiful time there in the 3,000 meter. I think they're happy. They bagged some good points for their school, for their team. And I think the Prestige College guy could also be very happy with the performance. Like you said, Johan Rolofse from Menlo Park gave it his all. You know, he had a plan, he had tactics, but the guys were just too quick for him in the end of the race over there. But extremely good way to start this Twizza Super School Series final, and we see some of the guys are dead at the end of the finish line. They're here to give it their all. It's what it's about. It's about the sport. It's about the passion for your sport and for your event, and I love seeing it.
Absolutely, and the boys still on the track, still out there running, and it's important that you run and you finish the race and get those points for the school. You can see the boys there all the way from the Western Province. Yeah, they are also in the mix. They just are coming to the finish line. Also remember how difficult it is for some of these athletes to come from coastal region to come and run inland over here at Johannesburg. It's quite an adjustment to them, and you see that quite a bit, especially when it comes to the distance running. Now the sprints tends to be a bit more even. If the sprinters in the Western Province tend to have an edge when they come down inland to places like Johannesburg, Pretoria, and that's just a bit of information that people don't realize. When you step on the track, where do you prefer to run, Alyssa? Do you prefer?
I'm definitely a coastal runner. It's so easy to run in places like KwaZulu-Natal, so I'm a coastal lover. But we have the girls under 17 3,000 meters getting ready to kickstart their event. We just watched the boys under 17 finish, and the girls are ready and they lined up. At the start of this event, we have the likes of Hayley Kusons from Nelspruit girls in this race. Also watch out for Chanel Axel from Noordheuvel girls, and we have Kayla Oosthuizen from Alberton girls. I think they're going to be ones to look for in this race.
It's another packed field, Alyssa. 23 girls in this one, and I mean, it's good to see. Those numbers show that there is very good participation. As you can see here in the other lanes, we've got Dante Ferreira from the Twizza Invitational team. She's one to look for. Don't forget about Chloe Pinar from World School Menlo, very strong athlete there, and there's more in this lineup, and we'll see the rest of them as they come up on the screen. So we'll see what and who will be taking this one. And the remaining lanes over there, you can see the likes of Natasha van Niekerk, also in the invitational team, also in this race. And we are off. The girls under 17 3,000 meter race is underway, and Alyssa, girls running the 3,000 meter and making it a big competition, almost the same field as the boys. That's what we want to see.
Let's see if we have the same school teams coming through over here. We saw a stumble from Segomotso from Forentu at the beginning over there. That's why she is at the back of the pack, but I'm sure she'll push her way up as we come into the straight and as the athletes merge together. Again, we have Menlo Park trying to take the lead over there in this 3,000 meter race. It seems like it's their tactic. And we also have the Swartkop girl over there, Limarie Dekker, fighting Menlo Park for the lead. Who is going to take this lead? Who is going to set the pace? It's always important to have a good pace setter in the beginning, and we take it after the first lap to see what their positions are like.
Absolutely. At the moment, it's still a big bunch, so anybody in there can take this one. We've got, as you mentioned, Swartkop in the mix over there. We've got the World School Menlo Park. Let's not forget about Waterkloof. They're also in the mix. And Montes, Montana, also having a strong representation there. So still very early in the girls under 17 3,000 meter race. Let's see how will this one pan out as the race commences.
Definitely, Timber. The sun is coming out. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a warm day. The girls 3,000 meters just finished their first lap basically of the 3,000, heading in for their second lap. Again, we still have the lady from World School Menlo Park just trying to take the lead over there. But Swartkop is not letting her go. She's like, no, this is my duty. I'm going to set the pace. I'm going to take the lead. We see there from Swartkop we have Vikpas Kuman, who is taking the lead and setting the pace for the ladies over there. We have Forentu lower down in the pack, Tim, but do you think they have a tactic to kick a bit later?
It's still very early. That's the beauty about these races, is that if you time it to perfection and you take your time with the race, you end up getting the result you want without having to force anything. It's all about learning how to run the even splits. That's something that the athletes get taught and coached on from a very young age. So it is always interesting to see how they're going to go about it. And you can see at the moment there's a leading pack. Chloe Pina currently tucked behind in second place. She's one to look out for. And then we've got the high jump action you saw, which was in picture earlier. That competition is about to get underway. Shot put getting ready. We've also got the discus on the top left corner, as you can see, whilst the past 20-meter mark, we've got discus action taking place. But the race we are watching right now is the girls 3,000 meters. That is 3 kilometers around the track. A lot of thinking, a lot of planning. You have to keep count. You have to manage your pace. Not get too carried away too early. That is the important thing about running middle distance races.
I always wonder what these girls think about, just going around the track, so many laps, around. Are you thinking about, when are you going to kick? What is your tactic? Are you listening for your coach in the crowd? Are you listening for some motivation or some tips in the crowd? I'm used to the short sprints, Timber, and when I had to do long distance training, I always thought about, what am I doing for the rest of the day? I'm hungry, I'm tired, what is happening, what is going on there? What are these girls thinking at the moment?
It's all about the splits. You won't believe how quickly the time goes. Once that gun goes off, people think there's so much time to think in a 3,000 because it's a long race. But what happens is it becomes about lap after lap, stride after stride, who's in front of you, navigating through. So there's no room for actually losing concentration. So before you know it, here comes the bell and it's the last lap, So it's one of those races, middle distance races. You think you've got so much time to think and think about what's for dinner and so on. But when that gun goes off, it's all about being present in the moment. It's all about being present in each and every single lap, each and every single stride, because thinking about something at the wrong time and the girls make a surge, and before you know it, you can't respond because you were not concentrating or focused. As you can see, currently in the lead, we've got the two ladies from Swartkop currently just pushing out the pace. One of those being Vika Skuman, currently pressing the pace forward, and with her she's got her training partner Deka Limeri, currently in the lead in this one. Furentu is represented as well in this race. They've got a young athlete by the name of Sikhomoto Sidimo. She is tucked in third place. Chloe Pina currently falling off, stuck in fourth place, but it's still early. She's going to have to dig her way out of that position because the ladies in front are currently just cranking it up with each and every single stride that they take.
Definitely, it seems like the first three ladies are breaking away now from the rest of the group. We saw there was 9 ladies still stuck in that first group, but it seems like the 2 ladies from Swartkop and the one from Forentu is just making a break over there. Sekhomoso, sorry. Let's see if she's going to kick these Swartkop ladies, and give them a run for their money. Like we said, we have Vipke Skuman over there, as well as Limari Deka competing for Swartkop Hoërskool. What are they going to do, Temba? Who's going to win this one? I cannot wait for that bell to go.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting one when we get to the bell. So we will see who's going to be the one who's going to crank it up. At the moment, it is the 3 ladies who are currently maintaining the lead very comfortably. They still got more laps to go before they get that bell. But when that bell goes, it's a sign of the athletes to search for the line. They usually is always a very interesting response, a fast response. So let's see what they will be taking this race out. It's 3 of them at the moment. Only one of them can win. So as you can see, some of the athletes also still coming through. The young athlete in the picture there was from Montana, but in the front it is Swartkop. We've got Vika Skuman as well as Limeri and Deka currently leading out. And with them, they've got the young athlete from Furentu. She goes by the name of Sikhomoto Sidimo.
Beautiful, those 3 in the top there, challenging each other. None of them want to let that lead go. They keep being up with the pace. I can't wait for the first kick and the first surge to happen. I can't wait to see what these ladies are going to do. Is it going to be a sprint finish? Is it going to be a photo finish? Who is going to win this girls 3,000 meter, under 17?
Absolutely. It is a 3,000 meters and they've got 2 laps to go. So as they come around now, they should receive the bell, and that would be launching them into their final. Oh, actually, there's 2 laps to go. Apologies. 2
I was
laps to
just
go.
about to say, Timber, that time is a little bit fast there for a final lap. I was going to be very impressed with these ladies, but they're looking very comfortable. They're looking very smooth in their running style. Just 800 meters to go now. The 3 girls opening that gap and that lead on the Menlo Park goal. It's at least about a 50-meter gap between them, between 3rd place and 4th place now. So we definitely know that the winner is either from Swartkop or from Vorentoe. We see Swartkop and Vorentoe also breaking off from the 3rd place. So it's going to be a good photo finish, a good race to the end, unless someone kicks in that last lap.
It's always open. It's never done until the finish line. You know, it's never not a given. As you can see at the moment, there's another breakaway. 2 ladies in the lead now. One of the ladies from Swartkop has fallen off the pace, and that's exactly what happens. You know, you just a slight misconcentration or just losing your focus, and the race is gone. I mentioned that to you, and that's exactly what usually happens. You think the pace is going to remain the same. Somebody decides to make it a bit faster, and before you know it, the pace has changed, and you find yourself 3 or 4 or 5 and then even 10 meters behind, and it's a battle to get back.
Definitely, it's all about, can you keep up with that pacemaker? Are you able to keep up with the pace set? And we see the bell has gone off and it's only 400 meters to go. It is still Swartkop and Vorentoe battling for their 1st place, but our lady from Swartkop looks extremely strong there as she approaches the 350 meter mark. She is opening a gap on the Vorentoe lady, a gap of about 5 meters, and that 5 meters is really hard to close in a 3,000 meter event, and she just seems to be pulling away more and more over there. That 5 meter gap extending to what looks like a 10 meter gap already.
Absolutely. As you can see now, she's just cranking it up with each and every single stride. She looks very comfortable, and she looks like she still has a kick in her, just cranking up the pace as she comes to the 200 meter to go mark. I don't think anybody will be stopping this young lady. She is still opening up the taps. The water is flowing through her legs. She is just moving, motoring towards the finish line. Alyssa, I don't think anybody will take this moment away from her. She can taste the moment. She can taste the victory. She can taste the points going to her school. So it is the young lady from Swartkop who is going to take this one.
Definitely, she is even kicking it into another gear now. She is motoring home, taking it past the finish line, and that is Limery Decker that has won that race in a time of 9 minutes 58 seconds and 87 split seconds. She just had that 6th gear, 7th gear, 8th gear at the end of December. She had that NOS speed, and she opened a gap of about at least 40 meters on our 2nd place, who is the lady from Vorentoe.
And Swartkop in 3rd place. A very good performance from these young athletes. Great stuff. And here comes the athlete from Montes, Montana, finishing, and Office Macy Suhur also finishing. And here comes Prestige College and Vorentoe, as well as Chloe Pinar from the World School Menlo Park. Great race. She did everything she needed to do to make sure that she won that race. The decisive move that I talked about, element of surprise in middle distance races, is so exciting. And the beautiful thing about the 3000 is that it gets more and more exciting as the ages go up. Let's see what the senior boys will eventually pull out here, and a lot of the female girls races also gearing up for very fast times. But the winning time unofficially on your clock over there is 9 minutes 58 seconds, 0.87 splits. Very good time. Sub 10 minutes for the winning lady at the women's 3000 meter race for girls under 17.
Like we mentioned earlier, Timba, it's all about the points. So it's all about finishing the race. It's all about crossing that finish line for your school, because every point counts. You know, you want those points to tally up in the end of the day. You want to be lifting that trophy, and you want that bragging rights for the fastest school at the Twizza Super School Series final. We're at the Ramsar Stadium. It's a beautiful day, 19th of February, and the sun is about to come up. Next event coming up on the track is the boys 19 3,000 meters. We're looking forward to that one as well. Like Timber said, as we go up in age groups, the times become faster and faster, and the competition becomes tougher and tougher.
Absolutely, it does get tougher and tougher, but you can see all these age groups. Let's not forget, we've got the best athletes from the best schools in the country, so there is no easy win. So each and every victory that they get to take is such an honor. It's such something they can take home with pride. You know, the parents that will be watching, as you can see, action there from the discus. The young man in the colors of Kempis, who are called Kempting Park, currently in the circle for the discus throw. A lot of throws, actions that we're going to be watching today, and it's good to always have the throws and the jumps and all the events. You know, that's the nice thing about this competition, is that we get to showcase the school's depth, which is important. So both field as well as track, which school is the most balanced when it comes to all those events?
Definitely, Timba. And it's also nice to see that these youngsters are getting exposure to these Olympic events, you know. They get to come and compete against each other in the high jump, in the discus, in the shot put. We have all this action going on at once here at the Twizza Super School Series Final. We also have the javelin happening, but as we can see at the starting line over there, we have the boys 93,000 meters, and they're getting ready to kick off. We have the likes of Christian Potgieter from Charlie Hofmeyer boys. I think he's going to be one to a force to reckon with. And we also have Dylan van Niekerk from Centurion Seans, also one to look out for there, as well as from Menlo Park boys we have Hannes Low. Timba, this is going to be one for the books as well. We have 14 boys lining up in this event, and I think it's going to be a killer.
It's an important one. This is the big age. This is the boys under 19. They usually set the bar for the times at the competition, and it also sets the standard, and you get to see exactly how fast these guys can get around. We saw it at the girls go in a time of just under 10 minutes. What will the boys do? They'll be looking to go under 9 minutes in this race, and a few of them are capable. One of those to look out for, Neil van der Merwe, as he shoots to the front. He's the man to watch out for. He can go very low, 8 minutes in this race, so the athletes will be watching him. And he's an aggressive runner. He runs from the front, and he always makes sure that he pushes the pace aggressively. Neil van der Merwe running in the colors of Hoërskool Menlo Park.
Definitely, you can see him taking it from the start over there. And we also have from the Twizza Invitational team, Temba, correct me on my pronunciation here, Mtokolo Nkosandinana.
That is correct. That is correct. He is also one in this race, an invitational athlete currently in the mix. But I did say Neil van der Merwe, currently in our shot there, an aggressive runner. He runs from the front. He does not look back or wait for anybody. He doesn't ask for permission. He just says, listen guys, it's either you're going to keep with me or we're going to work together to run fast times. That's his mentality. And Neil van der Merwe currently just looking good. Look how easy and relaxed he looks at the moment. A very calm, very long stride, a very tall young man. Boys under 19, so they'll be looking to get very close to that low 8 minutes. I think they'll be very happy with any time of that. Conditions favorable, nice and cool, not hot, so they will definitely want to benefit or make use, take advantage of the weather conditions at the moment.
We see that Neil van der Merwe has opened a comfortable gap of about 10 meters over there. We have Ofense Bokaba from Forentu boys, you know, trying to just keep up with him, trying to keep up with the fast pace that Neil has set in this opening of the 3,000 meters for boys 19. You must remember, Timber, these guys are in their last high school here. They want to utilize this opportunity, and they want every title this year as it is their last high school year, and next year they'll be moving on to university. But Neil van der Merwe, look at him go comfortably running over there, approaching the 200-meter mark, and he has a massive gap open on the rest of the guys, at least 15 meters. He just keeps making that gap bigger and bigger and bigger. He's got lengthy legs, big stride, beautiful, beautiful run over there, Timber.
Absolutely, long stride. You can see a very tall man, and also just looking so relaxed. As you can see the golden branding there of Olympic being one of the sponsors of this event, you know, supporting young athletes, school athletes that are out here. These are the new talents. These are the athletes that will go on to represent South Africa, and to have sponsors and brands such as Olympic present here and being the main sponsor of such events, it's what makes it so special as well. You can see the athletes from Hoërskool Kempton Park getting ready to throw in the discus competition. Very solid throw from the young lady over there, and the boys competition still continues. The boys under 19, 3,000 meters, Neil van der Merwe currently in the lead.
We also have the girls' shot put in screen over there. The girl from Menlo Park, girls under 17. She's about to take her throw. Looks like a very good throw, very good distance. It's a legal throw. They are measuring it at the moment. We see there it is Savannah Visser from Menlo Park that just took her first throw for girls under 17.
Oh, that's actually Savannah Visser's training partner. Savannah probably throwing a bit later. As you can see now, the young lady from Hoërskool Nelspruit, and it's a big one. Very big throw from her. She'll be happy with that one. Back on the track, you can see Neil van der Merwe currently just driving the bus. He's pushing the pace. He's got company behind him, so he must just be careful he doesn't get too relaxed or too comfortable because they will be trying to reel him in as the lap goes. But he's going out at such a drastic pace. It is a fast pace. He's slowing down slightly. You can see those strides are getting a bit shorter, but he does have the lead comfortably at the moment. Maybe just saving a bit more energy before coming home for that fast, which might be a very fast sprint finish coming towards the line.
Let's see if Offense Bokaba can keep up. Let's see if he can close that gap and slowly creep up on Neil. It's going to be a hard task for Offense over there, but I think he is ready for it. He wants to tackle this race. He wants to also win the boys under 19 3,000 meters. He wants that title. It is the guys' last year of high school, so they're going to give everything they have. But Neil is looking strong. He might be slowing down a little bit, but I think he's got this one in the bag, Temba.
It's very early to say, Alyssa. I would not put my head on the block like that, but from what we see, he does have a very comfortable lead. Anything can happen. That's why we come out to the stadium. That's why people tune in on the live stream. Anything can happen, and it's always an open race. But as we see it at the moment, Alyssa, he does not look like he's slowing down. He does have the lead. He looks very comfortable. He looks very smooth. Unless something really drastic happens, it looks like he will take it. But like I said, still quite early before we make that decision or that conclusion. That is in the boys under 19 3,000 meters, which is currently taking place at the moment.
We see the small figure there of Jade Rossley from Helmcar boys also holding on to third place. He is tight on Offensive Bokaba's heels from Forentu High School. Timba, is it harder if you're shorter in this race? Nearly is obviously a tall guy. He's got long strides, and then we look at the stature of Jade, shorter guy, shorter strides, but he's keeping up.
Absolutely. I mean, they would say stride length makes it easier to cover the distance, but at the end of the day, it's all about the athlete. You can be the shortest athlete on the track and still produce some of the best results. It's just about how hard you train. Are you as efficient as possible for whatever height you are, whether you're short or whether you're tall? They can say height is also a disadvantage because you become lanky and you're not as strong as somebody who is a bit shorter. So both ways it does play a role, whether you're tall or short. It's just a matter of what are you and your coach doing. How are you preparing to use your strengths to benefit you in your race?
I like that, It's not about the height. We see a lot of pocket rockets in track and field. We see a lot of short guys, with massive strength and massive heart as well. It's all about the passion and the heart that you have as an athlete to go in and attack these races. So let's see what Jade from Help Macard is going to do against these guys. We also have in picture there, they're measuring a discus throw. That's also happening at the moment for the boys under 17. Discus throw happening. But Neil is coming through, Timber. Neil is keeping strong. He is not letting go of this.
As he comes to the bell at the moment, the time currently is 7:22, and he's looking very strong. He's going to look to try bring it back home in maybe a 62 to 65. That'll bring him down to run about 8:30. Or maybe sub 8:30 is what he's going to be pushing for if he can make this even faster. It's very difficult, remember. He's running alone at the moment in front. He's been leading since the gun. And I mean, that takes a lot of boldness, that takes a lot of practice. This does not happen if it's not happening at training. And Neil van der Merwe currently is in the lead, going towards the finish line with 200 meters to go. I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop him at the moment.
Definitely
he is the man in picture over there with a substantial lead, almost 50 meters currently to second place. Alyssa, I don't see anybody stopping him. It's just a race between Neil van der Merwe and the finish line.
Definitely between Neil van der Merwe and the clock as well, but we see a great effort there from Offensive Okaba from Foreign to Boys, trying to keep up with the pace, trying to also kick in the next gear, but it's Neil van der Merwe bringing it home as he's about 5 meters from the finish line, and he crosses the line in an unofficial time of 8 minutes, 27 seconds and 36 split seconds. Beautiful, beautiful running from Neil van der Merwe. And in second place we have Offensive Okaba from Foreign to Boys. And coming down the finish line now in third place, just crossing the line there, we have Jade Rossley from Help McCard Boys. Beautiful running from these guys.
Fantastic race, and as we mentioned, these guys usually go towards the lower halves of the 8 minutes, and Neil running at 8:27.36 unofficially. A solo run, we can almost say. Obviously he does have competition, but he had to do most of the work in front alone, and what a great run, a great way to start off this competition, a great way to see the 3,000 meter races on the track. They're bringing a lot of excitement and they're bringing the heat, and it's just a build-up. It's only the first event, but you can already feel the atmosphere is turning and changing on the track, Alyssa.
Definitely, we see these athletes getting excited now. A few of them were worried this morning when it was wet and rainy, thunder and lightning. They were worried that they're not going to get to compete, they're not going to get to showcase their talent. But they're getting excited, they're getting hyped up. We see a lot of athletes warming up for the events. And coming up next, we have the girls under 19 3,000 meter. They're preparing to get onto the track. We're just allowing the boys 19 to finish their races. Remember, Temba, we said it is important to finish the race, important to cross the finish line so that you can bag the points for your school. The more points the school gets, the better their chances. And we see there at the shot put, girls under 17, an attempt throw over there. Last few boys just crossing the finish line in the boys 19 3,000 meters. Beautiful running from these guys, not giving up, pushing it all the way to the end. It's all about that passion, it's all about that commitment. But we have Neil van der Merwe, beautiful running from him, panting over there, but having a few words with Altus. It's always hard to be interviewed at the end of a 3,000 meters, especially running it in a time of 8.2736. That's a beautiful time.
Absolutely a brilliant time to run. Neil currently doing an interview, but we've got next up is the final of the girls under 19 3,000 meters coming up. Some of the athletes to look out for in this one. We've got Musale Tobajane, she is one to look out for. We also have the like of Korki Su, Kaylin from Help Makar Girls, look out for her. But Barrel is also well represented here. Paul Girls Eye has Van Heerden, who's going to be making sure that she also represents the schools from the southern side of the country.
Exactly, came all the way to the inlands over here to represent the schools from the southern side. And we have 11 girls lining up in the girls under 19 3,000 meters. Not a very packed race there, but these girls want to contend for that title. Timber, they're going to give it their all. We also have the likes of Karabo from Prestige College Girls, as well as Emily Nelson from Help Makar Girls. We also know Help Makar is a school to look out for when it comes to this distance running, middle distance running. We know they have a good record when it comes to that, and it's a clean start for the ladies. Let's see what they're going to bring to us. Easy pace at the beginning over there. The girls don't want to go out too fast. It's all about the tactics. It's all about what the coaches and the girls have trained for. And let's see who takes the lead in this girls 3,000 meters under 19. Very, very comfortable start over there for the ladies. No one really making a fast or massive surge in the beginning of this race. The ladies are just taking it in their stride, in their pace, easy running. We see Prestige College now pushing to the front over there, and from Prestige College we have Karabo Motsoneng taking the lead, trying to set the pace there. But we also have the lady from Foreign to Tokelo Matabane also going alongside with Karabo, keeping up with her for this girls 19 3,000 meter final. I think it's going to be an interesting one. Not a lot of ladies lining up in this race, just 11 ladies. Like I said to you, Help Makar Girls also have a very good record when it comes to distance running. We have 2 Help Makar Girls in this race, and it looks like Emily Nelson keeping up there with the front runners, wanting to go with the pack. Also from Help Makar, we have Sue Kalen Korki in this race, but it looks like Emily Nelson in the front there with Karabo from Prestige just setting the pace over there. I think this one is going to be an interesting one. Not a lot of girls in this race, so it's an open race, it's an open field. No one will get boxed in. And if you can't keep up with the front runners, with the front pack, you will get left behind. This is when you have to shine and when you have to keep up the pace. Keep up the concentration, like Temba said earlier. Make sure that you are ready for when anybody makes a kick or a sudden surge. You have to kick up the tempo as well and make sure you stay with that front pack. Because if you get left behind, if you get thrown off the pack, it's a struggle to fight back. We see Karabo Mutaneng running comfortably in the front there from Prestige College, but Emily Nelson is not letting her go from Help Makar girls. They are staying hot on the hills. We also have Shanique Sass from Drosti girls over there trying to keep up in third place. Looks like a very, very interesting race. I think this one is going to be a fight to the finish as well. Massive photo finish, massive sprint to the end. Or will someone be brave enough and open a gap big enough to hold on to, like we saw from Neil van der Kerk van der Merwe in the previous race. But at the moment, we have on screen as well the discus boys under 15. Strong big boys over there trying to get good distances for the discus. And as we look at Karabo Motsaneng running, still keeping her lead in the girls 19 3,000 meters. She's running comfortably now. She has found a comfortable pace and she is in her stride, as you can see over there. But Emily Nelson is not letting her go. Karabo and Emily Nelson is breaking away from the rest of the pack. Third and fourth place is just dying off behind over there, slowing down a bit, but Karabo looks extremely comfortable in the front. Emily Nelson is saying, I'm not letting you go alone, I'm sticking with you. I'm not letting you win this alone without a fight. So it's going to be interesting to see what those two girls give us at the end of this race. Beautiful, comfortable running from Karabo Motsaneng from Prestige College over there. Like we spoke about it, Emily Nelson, a bit shorter in stature, but it's all about the tactics, it's all about the heart. And she is keeping up with Karabo Motsaneng. They have opened a massive gap on third and fourth place now, at least a gap of 60 meters. But these girls are running at a good pace, they're keeping up, and they're continuing to push. Remember, we have Karabo Motsaneng from Prestige High School and Emily Nelson from Help Makar battling it out here for this victory.
It's going to be interesting to see who's going to be taking this one out. You can see the girls working together. Well, you can call it together, but they're working against each other.
Yeah.
Actually, Prestige College are currently in the lead. Help Makar in second. It's going to be a battle between these two schools. And it looks like it's actually Sue Caitlin from Helpies.
Oh, Sue Caitlin from Helpies over there. Apologies for that. It seems like her scholar Emily Nelson is not in this race, but Karabo has now opened the lead on Sue Caitlin. She has opened it to at least a 5 to 10 meter lead over there. She's running a comfortable race. She's ready for this one. She is prepared, and we're looking forward to see what her time is going to be in this 3,000 meters for girls under 19 final at the Twizza Super School Series. We're in Reimsach. It's a beautiful day for athletics, a beautiful day for track and field. I think the conditions are favorable. It's not too hot, there's not too much wind, so this is the perfect conditions for athletes.
Absolutely great conditions, nice and cool. There's a bit of a breeze that's also developing, which also just makes it better for the distance running. We'll see how fast the track is when the sprints come on as well. But as you can also see in picture there, we've got the javelin throw currently underway. Big throw from the young athlete, looks like, from Noordhevel. Massive throw in this one. But back on the track, Prestige College in the lead in this race. A very big lead. It looks like she's dropped off Sue Caitlin from Help Makar, currently struggling to hold on to the leading lady.
Apologies about that. It's actually Sue Caitlin from Help Makar Girls. She is still in second place, but Karabo Motsaneng from Prestige College has opened a good gap, and it seems like she is in a favorable position to take this win in the girls' 19 3,000 meters. But let's not count Sue out yet. You never know what kick she has in the end. You know, like I said, there's these pocket rockets, fun-sized girls that just come and kick out and bring the speed at the end of the race. But it seems like what looks like a 50-meter gap between Sue and Karabo at the moment in the girls' 19 3,000 meters.
The discus boys also currently in and out of the circle as that competition is underway. The young man from World School Nelspruit just finished his throw, a very solid one. We've got a young man from Kiro College at the moment. He's up for his throw. You can see he doesn't use the turn. That's a lot of strength, you know, when you don't have to use the turn. That is Kiro Pao, currently in the mix.
Yeah, that's our guy from Kiro, and we see in the circle at the shoppers from Menlo Park, the girls under 17 shopper over there. But we're back with Karabo Motsaneng running comfortably. There's no one that's going to contend against her. She has taken the lead on this girls 3,000 meters under 19, and she is going to bag that points for Prestige College. She's got a massive lead now on second place from Help Makar, Sue Kalen. At least about 60 meters lead over there.
And as you can see, the results for the final boys under 17 3,000 meter. In first place, Maseho Oratile with a time of 8:44.5. In second place, Mohloko Makwa from Sefiso with a time of 8:45.2. And in third place, we've got Dimati Luto with a time of 8:47.2. That is the results of the final boys under 17 3,000 meter, your top three finishers.
Beautiful results there for the boys. I think a really good time. Like you said, it's early in the year, and the boys managed to put a fast time on the track for the 3,000 meters boys 17. But in picture there we have Karabo Motsaneng from Prestige College running comfortably in this girls 3,000 meter final. She is taking this one bull by the horns, Temba, and she's leading all the way, opening the gap, you know, setting the pace. And we see she's barefoot, Temba, you know, on this tartan track and this wet conditions. Do you think it's better to run barefoot?
I think it depends on your training, you know. If you're used to it and accustomed to it, I mean, some of the athletes are even able to run barefoot on the road. We saw that many years back, First Lady winning Olympics, running barefoot. Zola Bad Peters, one of those athletes also known for running barefoot. So it just depends, but sometimes putting on those spikes, you know, just gives you a bit of an edge. And in most races, especially in senior races, that's what most athletes do. But as we come now to the last run, about 300 meters to go in this 3,000 meter girls under 19 race, Prestige College still comfortably in the lead here. I don't think anybody is going to get in her way. She almost has a 50 meter distance or 50 meter lead over the next fastest person, and it looks like Sue Caitlin from Help Makar has fallen off that second place and is the training partner or teammate currently now, or it's an athlete from Furentu who is in second place at the moment.
We see Karabo Motsaneng from Prestige College coming into that last 120 meters, the final search for her, the final 120 meters to take this victory at the Twizza Super School Series final. And she is looking strong. She ran this race alone. She led from the beginning, and she is going to cross the finish line in first place. Let's help her through that last 50 meters, crowd. Come on. She has given it her all, and she crosses the finish line in an unofficial time of 10 minutes, 13 seconds, and 20 split seconds, Timba.
Absolutely. Solid time from her. An individual effort towards the end. She had to do most of the work alone towards the latter part of the race, and she did so in a very good manner. And second place, the athlete coming through from Furentu, and currently in third place, we've got the athlete in the colors. And here comes Montana in fourth place, and Helmakar in fifth.
Great run from these ladies. I think they gave it their all. Only 11 ladies in this race, and we see the last lady still taking her final lap. As we mentioned previously, it's all about finishing. But in picture right now, we have the final for boys under 19 javelin throw. Good execution over there. Great run up. Seems like a good distance for the javelin throw. approximately, if my calculations are correct, looks like it's over 50 meters. We see the last girls coming through there for the girls under 19, 3,000 meters. It's all about finishing, guys. It's all about the points for your school. So we're really proud of these girls for putting that effort. And coming up after this 3,000 meters, we see the field is packed for the hurdles. We have the 400 meter hurdles coming up next. That's going to be the next action on the track.
That action coming up shortly, and we're going to be anticipating that. But the girls are still finishing the 3,000 meter race, currently underway, and we are going to wait for all of them to finish before we move on to the next event. We will bring up the results shortly for the races coming up, and that is the results for the final girls under 17 3,000 meter.
In first place, we see Lima Reed Decker in a time of 9:58.8. Second place, we have Lebo Nkanyana in a time of 10 minutes, 12 seconds and 5 split seconds. And in third place, we have Fikbik Skuman in a time of 10 minutes, 16 seconds and 6 split seconds. Beautiful results there for the girls 17 3,000 meters.
Dankie Altus. Aan die pad van die Kaap af.
We see in action there in the discus boys 15. The young boy from School Swartkop. Great throw, great execution. And on track, we're getting ready for the 400 meters hurdles and results for the final boys 19 3,000 meters. We have Neil van der Merwe with that stunning performance of 8 minutes 27 seconds and 3 split seconds. And after him, the boy from Forentu Offense Bokaba in a time of 8 minutes 34 seconds and 4 split seconds. And on his heels, Jade Rossley from Helpmekaar in a time of 8 minutes 42 seconds and 1 split second. That's the boys' final and the 19 3,000 meter results. We see in picture the boy from Forentu just setting up his blocks for the 400 meter hurdles. That's coming up next. We have up first the boys under 19 400 meter hurdles, and we have 2 finals coming up in this event. To see the boys getting ready, testing out their blocks, getting ready for this cracker of an event.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's so good to be back on track.
And in final 1 of 2 for the boys 19 400 meter hurdles, we have the likes of Jacob Tubi from Forentu boys in lane 1. In lane 5 we have Marco Caparozzi from Nelspruit boys, and out on the outside in lane 7 we have Christian Nodia from Midstream College boys.
400 meter hurdles. Also some of the 300 meter hurdles. And our wonderful officials, under the great guidance of Steve Foss, has put it out already.
While the boys are setting up their blocks for the 400 meter hurdles, boys under 19, we still have a lot of field action going on in picture. We have the javelin boys under 19, and we see the boys from Rassie Stages doing his attempt. Beautiful throw, beautiful execution. Looks like a great distance for the young man.
Like I said, if you want to go and see what's happening there at the Olympic pop-up shop just behind the stadium, go and check out their lovely goodies.
Great weather today at the Remsag Stadium. We have the Twizza Super School Series final on the go. We have the girls under 17 shot put also taking place. We see in picture over there an attempt from the girls from Rassie Sparko as well. Let's see, hopefully it's a good distance for her. An attempt from Waterkloof over there. She doesn't look too happy with that attempt. Hopefully she has another chance.
Ready to go. And just waiting for a wonderful starting team led by the inimitable Sophie.
We have the boys under 15 discus throw on the go. Young man there from Boys High. Very special technique that he has used. And also our javelin, boys under 19. That was an attempt from Noordheuvel High School. Good execution as well. Looks like one of the further throws that we've seen so far for the morning. Back to the girls' shot, but we see in picture Menlo Park just putting on a strap, the colors of South Africa. Proudly South African over there. Let's see what she executes in the shot put circle.
So if you know of more great names, please let me know. I'd love to welcome them all. First of two races here in the boys 19 400-meter hurdles. In lane 1, it will be Jacob Hua from Forendu. In 2, Senekani Muse from Klerksdorp. Don't see him yet. In lane 3, it should be Makwe Mokswane from Randfontein. In 4, there is Rand.
Alright, coming up now, we've got the lineup for the final one of two boys under 19 400-meter athletes to look out for. In this one, we've got Tuba Jacob in lane number 1. We've got Musi Sinaksikane also in 2. Korki Su Kalen in 3. Sitole Rula in 4. Kapazorio Marco in 5. We've got Koluana Dimpo in 6. Nudia Christian in 7. Boys 400-meter hurdles under 19, heat 1 of 2. Final 1 of 2.
Stand up. On your mark.
The boys are in the blocks for final number 1 of 2 for boys under 19 400-meter hurdles. Clean start in this race, as you can see as they approach the first hurdle. Let's see which athlete will be taking the lead. It looks like in the outside lane, the young man from Prestige College currently in the lead, but he's got company. He's not alone in this one. It's going to be a very fast one. It is just approaching just 150 meters to go as they approach the next hurdle. Who is it going to be taking it as they come around the bend at the moment? This is the final number 1 of 2 for the boys under 19 400-meter hurdles currently underway. Prestige College as well as Worskool Nelspruit currently going shoulder to shoulder. Nelspruit boys, but look in the inside, we've got the young man also running in the colors of Prestige. It looks like it's going to be a close one between Prestige College as well as Worskool Nelspruit. A very close finish, and the winning time in that one 55.39 seconds. Final number 1 of 2 for the boys under 19 400-meter hurdles. Winning that one was Marco Capazorio in the colors of Nelspruit. And at the moment, the young lady from Rassi's getting ready to take on the high jump. And she makes it comfortably over the bar. Very, very, very good technique for the young athlete over there. And coming up next, we've got the final number 2 of 2 for boys under 19 400-meter hurdles. A very fast lineup. In lane number 1, Rousseau Jocks. In lane number 2, Dlamini Evans. In lane number 3, Bauer Ewan. In lane number 4, Albalas Edrich. In lane number 5, Ruan Westhuizen. In lane number 6, Reese parking. In lane number 7, Andre van der Merwe. This is final number 2 of 2 boys under 19 400 meter hurdles. One of the athletes to look out for in this one, Ruan Oosthuizen, in the colors of Menlo Park. Had a very fantastic season already this year. Final number 2 of 2 for boys under 19 400 meter hurdles. He's already gone sub 47 seconds on the 400 meter flat and 52 and faster on the 400 meter hurdles. Clean out of the blocks. It's the man from Nelspruit currently leading this one. It is Andre van der Merwe. But look at Ruan Oosthuizen moving hard. He's catching up to the Parkin Reese, who is on his outside. He's immediately already chasing the man in lane number 7, Andre van der Merwe. Currently pressing the pace is Ruan Oosthuizen aggressively chasing down the clock. They come to the 200 meter mark and he just continues to just shift forward. He'll be running for a time. He'll be running for the victory. Ruan Oosthuizen in the colors of Menlo Park currently still in the lead. He still has the stride. You can see he's pressing on his outside. Andre van der Merwe trying to hold on as much as he can. We also have the athlete from Noordheuvel, Adrif, also trying to hold on. And as you can see now, it's going to be Ruan Oosthuizen as he comes over the final hurdle. Nobody will stop him. The winning time, 51.90. Second place going to Noordheuvel and Nelspruit finishing in third. 51.90 unofficially. You'll be very happy with that time. Unofficially, it might be rounded down or up depending on exactly what the official time will be. But that is a fantastic performance from Ruan Oosthuizen. He's the man who has been in form all season, and that form is continuing into the Twizza Super School Series final.
We also seen picture with the girls under 15 high jump on the way. Unfortunately, a failed attempt, but the girls are still warming up. It's still early days for them.
Well, the high jump competition is always interesting to watch. So much elegance in the event, timing. You have to be so mobile and flexible as well. But coming up next, we've got the next final. We've got the final number 1 of 4 of boys under 17 400 meter hurdles. In lane number 1, Brink von Valley. In lane number 2, Luan Kiluyomi. In lane number 3, Ruben Foster. In lane number 4, Johan van der Versteyzen. In lane number 5, Oratile Shale. In lane number 6, Nevin Howard. In lane number 7, Andre van der Merwe.
That is final 1 of 4 for the boys under 17 400 meter hurdles. These boys will be chasing the clock, Timber, to see who gets the fastest time on the day.
I saw a solid time there from Ruan Oosthuizen, 51.90 unofficially. Fantastic performance from him.
Seems like it's only 4 boys lining up in this final 1 of 4 for the boys under 17 400 meter hurdles. In the picture we see Furentu over there in lane number 5, just getting into his blocks, doing his final test of his start. It's always nerve-wracking in the beginning of a race, you know, when you have to go into your blocks and you have all these thoughts running through your mind. What's going to happen? Am I going to execute correctly? Is the race going to go according to the plan? Always that nerves.
The beautiful thing about the nerves is that, you know, I learned a very important lesson from a sports psychologist. She said, nerves are a sign of readiness. If you are nervous, use that as your sign of readiness. Don't see it as a negative thing. See it as a positive. Because if you're not nervous, you will not try to give your best. So that's a bit of advice for the young athletes. Being nervous is normal. It's not abnormal. Every athlete, even Usain Bolt, standing at the line is nervous. He might not show it, but he is. And as you can see in picture there, the discus throw for boys. Oh, and a big throw from the young man over there, currently in picture. And we've got the high jump action also about to take off. Oh, she clear. Oh, just clips it. She'll have another attempt at that. Hopefully, she'll get it. The young athlete from HTS Trotsky.
Back to track, we see the boys 17 final 1 of 4 warming up and getting ready for their event, for their race. We're just waiting for the hurdle height to be set. Obviously there's a change in height when it comes to the boys under 19 and the boys under 17 for the hurdle, so all the officials are just resetting the hurdle height as we get ready for this final 1 of 4 for the boys under 17 400 meter hurdles. We see in lane 2 we have Luan Glimi from Charlie Wolfmeyer boys. In lane 3 we have Ruben Foster from Nelspruit boys getting ready. In lane 4 we have Johan van der Versteysen from Charlie Wolfmeyer boys doing his warm-up stride. But while those boys get ready, we are back to the discus throw. Boys under 15. These boys are strong. These boys can power their way in that circle timber, and it looks like they're throwing massive distances out there.
Let's see how this attempt will go over there. Most of them not using the spinning technique. It's a very, very, very technical event. The spinning and the getting the timing. Most of the athletes are just opting for the standing throw, which allows them to get those points in for the school as well without risking foul throws or missed throws. So that's what most of them are going for.
Boys are only under 15 in the discus over there, Timber, so they in the first year will be introduced to the sport. So obviously, like you said, they don't have the technicalities down to the T, so that they've just been introduced. Discus obviously only at a high school level, so it's good to see that these boys are getting this exposure and experience within the sport. We're back on the track for the boys under 17 final 1 of 4 in the 400 meter hurdles. The athletes are ready. They're standing behind their blocks. They're anxious. They're ready to get this race going. Let's see what happens. I'm excited for this boys race under 17 400 meters. We have great national 400 meter hurdlers in the country. You know, it's always an exciting time when we watch the senior boys race each other. We never know who's going to be in top form and who's going to take the title. So it's good to see these youngsters also coming through. You know, and they're the next generation for the seniors that will eventually retire.
Absolutely. That's what that's the importance of this competition. It's about creating a platform for new talent to be birthed each and every single season. And as you look at the results over there for heat 1 of 2 for boys under 19 400 meter hurdles, in first place Capazorio Marco with a time of 55.4, Kuluane Dimpo 55.7, as well as Senekane Muse in third place with a time of 57.2 seconds.
Fast race run there, but the heat 1 of 2 boys under 19 400 meter hurdles, the guys bringing some great times in at such a young age, Timber. Now we're getting ready for the boys under 17 400 meters hurdles on track, final 1 of 4. They're getting ready to start. Boys under 17 400 meter hurdles just getting ready to take off. We see the youngster in lane 6 just resetting his blocks, making sure it is in place. We have Nevin Howard from Klerksdorp boys over there setting up his blocks, just testing it out, and he seems ready as the boys go down on their marks. This is final 1 of 4 for the boys under 17 400 meter hurdles. We have 5 boys in this event. Let's see who takes the victory. Clean start for the boys over there, and it looks like the youngster Nevin Howard in Klerksdorp getting a very good fast start as they clear the barriers. It looks like we have lane 3 Ruben Foster who's clearing the barriers first, closing that stagger on the rest of the guys, but pushing through also Johan van der Westhuizen in lane 4 over there in the back straight. He seems like he's taking the lead right now. Beautiful running from this guy. Still a very tight, close race. We also have from Forentu boys Oratile Sale that's also pushing through and stepping up the pace over there. As we go into the last 150-meter hurdles, we have 3 boys in contention over here. Oratile Sale from Forentu boys, as well as Ruben Foster from Nelspruit boys, but not forgetting Johan van der Westhuizen. And who's it going to be? We have Oratile in the lead. He's powering home, crossing that last hurdle, and he's taking it all the way to the finish line. Beautiful running from Oratile Sale. He planned that 400-meter hurdles, and he executed perfectly in a time, unofficial time, of 54.88 seconds. Remember, this is the first final of the boys' 17 400-meter hurdles. We have 4 finals coming up, so these boys are chasing the clock. They're racing against the clock, and the first final was won in a time of 54.88 seconds. Oratile Sale winning that race. We are now getting ready for Heat 2 we have the results of Heat 2 of 2 for boys under 19, and in first place we have Ruan Oosthuizen there running a time of 51.9 seconds. In second place we have Edric Albalas running a time of 54 seconds, and in third place we have Andre van der Merwe running in a time of 54.4 seconds. That's boys under 19 400-meter hurdles. On track, lining up now, we have final 2 of 4, and in lane 1 we have Chris Mavango from Alberton boys, Paul Schut in lane 2 from the Anker Seans. In lane 3 we have Reinhard Botha from Kempton Park Seans, Clement Nel lane 4 from Paul, Duran Janssen van Rensburg from Oakdale, and Thompson Pinner from Hoërskool Middelburg. These boys are going on their marks. Remember, they're chasing a time of 54.88 seconds. Let's see what they can do. Five boys lining up in this race again. Clean start from the boys. Seems like a very good time start there from Paul Schut from the Anker Seans. He's crossed the barrier first hurdle first. Let's see, as they approach the second hurdle, he's still in the lead. But on the outside, we have Pinar Thomas over there from Middelburg boys, also doing very well. Coming through, Duran Janssen van Rensburg. He is from Oakdale. He's doing well, and it seems like these 3 boys will get to the 200-meter barrier first. But we have Thompson Pinar looking good there on the outside. Paul Schut from the Anker Seans running a very tactical race. It seems like it's between Paul Schut and Duran Janssen van Rensburg. Let's see what happens as they come into the home straight. They look like they're neck and neck, shoulder to shoulder as they cross those barriers in sync. But it seems like Duran Janssen van Rensburg from Oakdale. Ooh, last barrier that they've crossed now. And Duran Janssen van Rensburg just kicking it in to that next gear and crossing the line finish. We have the young man Duran Janssen van Rensburg from Oakdale finishing in a time of 54.16 seconds, faster than our first final. So beautiful, beautiful run there. Very exciting, very interesting from the 2 guys. In second place we had Paul Schut, had a beautiful start in the beginning of that race. And in picture we see girls under 17 high jump, the young girls from Rasses High School. She just cleared her attempt for the girls under 17 high jump. And on track, we're getting ready for the boys' final 3 of 3 boys under 17 400-meter hurdles in this race. We have 6 boys lining up head-to-head against each other, and we see there in lane 1 Llewellyn Harmse from Monument boys, in lane 2 Delano Maritz from Helpmekaar boys, in lane 3 VJ Fraser from Middelburg boys, lane 4 Sagobanoke Nhlapo from Twizza Invitational team. Then we have Liam de Villiers from Montana and Ruan de Beer from Nelspruit boys, Kuro. As the boys go down in their blocks, let's see who's going to take this one. Remember, they're chasing a time of 54.17 seconds. Clean start again, fast start from the boy from Helpmekaar, Delano Maritz. Let's see who gets to the first hurdle first, and it indeed is Milano Maritz, but we have the boy from Montana High School, also Liam de Villiers, doing very well over there, as well as from Twizza Invitational team. Nhlapo pushing through there as they're on the back straight now. Let's see who clears the hurdle first. It seems like it's still Delano Maritz from Hoërskool Helpmekaar, doing very well over there. From Helpmekaar boys, apologies. He's still in the lead as he clears that barrier first. As they come around to the last 150, it's still Delano in the lead, but the boys are shoulder to shoulder. Coming in on his outside is Fraser as he takes the lead now as we cross the second last hurdle, and they're coming into the home straight, and it's Fraser all the way from Hoërskool Middelburg boys. It's Fraser. He has taken the lead and he is fighting through. And then we have a close dip finish there, but it seems like in second place, Delano Maritz from Help Mekaar boys, and in third place from the Twizza Invitational team, we have Sabo Nokwane. Beautiful time there of 54.99 seconds. It's a bit slower than the first two finals. As we see on screen, the results of Heat 1 of 4, Oratile Sale took that in a time of 54.9 seconds. And we have Johan van der Westhuizen in the second place of 56.8 seconds, and Ruben Foster in third place with 56.9 seconds. That is Heat 1 of 4, boys 17 400 meter hurdles. On track, we're getting ready for the final heat, boys 17 400 meter hurdles. We have 5 boys lining up in this race. You can see in lane 1 there, Justin Hutting from Midstream College Boys. Lane 2, Rifumo Choke from Prestige Boys College. Lane 3, Vian Loom from Boland Landbou. Lane 4, Chukwama John from Montana Boys. Lane 5, Zander van der Lit from Help Mekaar Boys. Lane 6, Freek de Kok from Paulsham Boys. And lane 7, Leon Steenkamp from Swartko Boys. They are chasing a time of 54.17 seconds. That was the final heat in the boys, the fastest heat in the boys 17 400 meter hurdles. Let's see if these guys can run faster. Boys are getting ready. They are on their marks. This is the final heat for the boys under 17 400 meter hurdles. It's a packed race. And it's a clean start for the boys. Let's see who gets to the first barrier and clears that first. It seems like it's Prestige College over there in lane 2, Rifume Choke. He is running a great first bend, but we have in the outside lanes there from Help Mekaar, Zander van der Lit. Who's it going to be? It looks like Zander van der Lit is taking the lead over there, but Prestige College Rifumo is holding on nicely as they come to the last 200 meters. The boys are looking strong. Zander van der Lit looks like he is in the lead. He's crossing the barriers first as they come to the last 150 meters of the 400 meter boys hurdles. But Prestige College Rifumo is holding on strong. I think this is going to be a good race to the finish line as they cross the second last hurdle. Looks like Zander van der Lit. What is Rifumo going to do? Is he going to catch him? Is he going to reel him in? It's a close one. They've just crossed the final hurdle, but it looks like it is Zander van der Lit from Help Mekaar boys crossing the line finish in a time of 54.55 seconds. Not the fastest heat, but a good time indeed. And in second place we have Rifumo Choke from Prestige College boys. That was the final 4 of 4 boys 17 400 meter hurdles. The hurdles will stay the same or remain the same height. And we move on to the boys 15 300 meters. So the distance becomes shorter, but the height remains the same. In picture we see there the girls under 15 high jump. Let's see if she makes this clear. Oh, very beautiful jump there from the lady. Girls under 15, she made the clearance. Beautiful sport to watch. There's so much poise, there's so much elegance in the girls' high jump. And in picture as well, we still have the boys under 15 discus. We see the youngster from Help Mekaar College getting ready for his attempt. These guys are young, but they're big and strong. Seems like he's going to do the full turn. Beautiful execution, beautiful style in the circle there. That's your youngster from Help Mekaar College in the boys under 15 discus. Also in picture, going on simultaneously, is the girls under 17 shot put. This should be the final attempts for these ladies, drawing closer to the final attempts for these ladies. Beautiful execution there as well from our young lady.
We were 1.5 hours late. I can tell you we already caught up.
A lot of exciting action happening here at the Twizza Super School Series. final. We're at the Reemsig Stadium. It's a beautiful day, beautiful weather, and we're going to have amazing results on the track today. On field, we have girls under 17 shot put going, girls under 15 high jump going, boys under 15 discus going. In picture over there, you can see very different technique that the boys are using. They all have their special techniques that they use within the circle to get that discus out of the circle legally without having a no throw. You see a tall figure of the girls under 17 high jump. From Rassis over there in the picture in the blue and yellow with the long luminous yellow socks. Very, very tall girl. We know the high jump girls are known to be super tall, and that's why they clear such high distances, which is incredible to watch. We see her in picture. Let's see if she will be able to clear this distance, or this height rather. You see her just setting up, getting ready to attempt her clearance. It should also be the final attempts for these ladies. As you can see, they're resetting, gearing up. But also on the back there we have the final 1 of 3 for the boys, 300 meters. We can look out for Wayne Ngawina from Oakdale, as well as in lane 4, Chimasa Mutanang from the Twizza Invitational team. It's so good to see that we have Twizza Invitational team here competing with us. We also have George from Boland Landbou in lane 1, and we have Tristan Hubert from Paul Boys High in lane 3, as well as Alex Pinar from Merefelion Boys in lane 5. That is your lineup for the final 1 of 3 boys under 15 300 meter hurdles. A lot of action happening at the Twizza Super School Series final. On track we have the 300 meter hurdles, boys under 15 as well as girls under 15 coming up shortly after that. We also have high jump action in picture right now. Let's see if she is successful at this attempt. All the different run-up techniques from the youngsters. Oh, and unfortunately, the bar dropped over there, not a successful attempt. We also have at the back there the javelin that's in action right now. We have shot put that's in action, as well as discus in action. Really awesome day here at the Twizza Super School Series final. It's so good to see all the high schools coming and competing against each other from all over in South Africa. And it doesn't happen often. We call it the National Championships of School Track and Field. Who is going to be crowned the top school in South Africa? Who will be the fastest school amongst the girls? Who will be the fastest school amongst the boys? And who will be the fastest school amongst the co-ed schools? You will have to stay tuned to find out who will walk away with that trophy and with the bragging right at the end of this packed track and field day at Reemsig Stadium for the Twizza Super School Series final. In picture over there we see the girls and the 17 shot put still going on. Also in picture now we see the boys under 15 300 meter hurdles. They're about to go down on their marks and take on this race. Just doing the final adjustments to their starting blocks. See the Prestige boy adjusting his blocks and getting it ready. The Prestige boy is a part of the Twizza Invitational team, running in the colors of Prestige, Chiamo Mutuang. We have 5 boys lining up against each other, and the boys under 15 300 meters. Let's see what they do. Good start there, clean start from the boys under 15 in the 300 meter hurdles. Let's see who clears that first barrier. And it seems like we have Wayne from Oakdale in lane 2 running a fast race over there. We also have George from Boland Landbou hot on his heels. He's not allowing Wayne to get away from him. On the outside over there we also have Alex Pinar from Marefalion boys. Let's see what happens. It's a tight race between these three. Let's see who breaks away in the final straight. It looks like Alex Pinar from Marefalion boys. He is taking the lead, and as he clears the last hurdle over there, all the way past the finish line, powering through, beautiful run in there from Alex Pinar, Marefalion boys, in a time of 39.63. That is his unofficial time. That is what he crossed the line in. We will have the official results shortly. Great run in there from Alex. In the outside, he ran completely blind, but he took it from the gun, and it was a tactical race from him, leaving that last bit of energy, last bit of kick for the final straight. And picture we have again the youngster at the high jump, very tall stature over there. Let's see if she gets her second attempt clearance in this height.
In the second of the three final four, the boys first make one James Insland from Nelspruit into Liam Fisher Rugby.
Oh, unfortunately, that's another drop at that height. She will have one final attempt to clear that height, so we will let you know if she does. But as we see, final 2 of 3 for the boys under 15 300 meter hurdles. In lane 1 we have Jade Elson from Nelspruit boys, lane 2 Liam Visser Randburg boys, lane 3 Brandon Regaard Marefalion boys, lane 4 Leisa Soldwana from Forentu boys, and lane 5 Reinhard Herbs from Menlo Park boys. Just 5 boys in this race. This is final 2 of 3 for the boys 15 300 meter hurdles. Let's see who's going to take this one. Remember, they are chasing a time of 36.93 seconds. And it's a clean start for the boys. Let's see who gets to the first hurdle and clears it first. Oh, it seems like the boy on the outside, Reinhard Herbs, that is taking the lead over there very comfortably. He's running a race on his own. Beautiful clearance style over there from Reinhard Herbs from Menlo Park. As we come to the last 150 meters of the 300 meter race, he's running strong. He's on the outside, he's running blind. A little bit of fatigue there, seems like a bit of wind as you come into the home straight, but he is clear from the rest of this lineup. He is fighting all the way through the end, speeding up, kicking in that last gear, and it is Reinhard Herbs that's crossing the line in 41.08 seconds. Slower than our first race, but still a good run indeed from the youngster from Menlo Park. And coming in second place we have Laisha Saldwana from Forentu boys. That is heat 2 of 3 for the boys 15 300 meter hurdles.
So still that 59.63 of Pinar, the fastest time. Now
our fastest time for the boys 15 is Pinar in a time of 39.63. So let's see if any of the boys in final 3 can beat that time. As we see the results for our discus boys, we have Heinrich Bezuidenhout from Boland, who threw a distance of 43.12. We have Sean Munkwana who threw a distance of 21 meters, and we have E.W. Maritz through a distance of 38. And we see final 3 of 3 for boys 15 300 meter hurdles. It's a packed race over here. In lane 5 we can look out for Peño from Tug Sports boys, as well as lane 6 Franco Hatting from Kempton Park Seans. Let's see what these guys are going to do. Unfortunately over there, misfire from the gun, so the boys will stand up and have a second attempt of getting this race going.
Great to see how we're catching up, as you may have heard. Only 3 attempts in the field.
They are chasing a time of 39.63 seconds. That is the fastest time ran by Pinar in final 1 of the boys under 15 300 meters. Here's their second attempt as the boys settle down on their marks. They're getting ready for this race. And they have taken off. It's a clean start. Let's see who crosses the barrier first. It's a fast start from a boy from Prestige College over there. Mados, he is running a blistering fast start. He is taking this race by the horns, but it's Peña also from Tuck Sports Boys who is keeping up with him. I think this is going to be a photo finish at the end. The Prestige Boys, Ndo is still in the lead. He's running strong. He has opened the gap now, but on his outside we also have Franco Hutting from Kempton Park Sians that has taken second place. But it's all about Ndo from Prestige College Boys as he powers through to the finish line in a time of 37.74 seconds. That's a blistering fast time for the boys' 300 meters hurdles. Wow, what a fast time from Ndo Mados there from Prestige Boys College. He has absolutely obliterated the competition over there. Our second fastest time to him was 39 seconds, and he has crossed the finish line in an unofficial time of 37.74 seconds. Beautiful running from the youngster from Prestige College. He will definitely be happy with his performance. Limping off the track, gave it his all. Coming up now is girls under 19 400 meter hurdles. We have two finals in the girls under 19 400 meter hurdles, so we'll reset the track, we'll bring the starting blocks back to the 400 meter start, and we'll also repack the hurdles as well as the height of the hurdles. We have in picture there the boy from Montes at the discus throw. This is final 2 of 2 for the boys discus. What a beautiful throw. That is a massive distance for our youngster there from Montes. Beautiful technique. Quick in the circle, quick release of the discus, and it seems like he's got a great distance over there. We see the boys 15 300 meter hurdles results for heat 1. We have Alex Pinar running a time of 38.24 seconds. We have George from Poland in second place running a time of 33.36 seconds, and we have Wayne from Oakdale running a time of that seems like a bit of a messy time over there. Can definitely not be 7 seconds, Temba.
Absolutely not. That would be a world record, but I think they were just sorting that out. But as you can see, we've got more 400 meter hurdles coming up on the track. Oh, is it yes, 400 meter hurdles coming up on the track now.
We're getting ready for the girls under 19 final 1 of 2 in the 400 meter hurdles. Again, this is the last high school year for these girls, so they want to come and put on a show here. They want to leave their school on a high note. They want to achieve great results, so let's see what these girls will do today.
Absolutely. I think that's the beauty of coming to a competition like this. You want those big competitions when it comes to participation. You want to go to the Twizza Super School competitions and compete there. And whatever big competition that the school gets to participate in, you want to be present, you want to be there on the track, lined up, or whether it's on the field, competing for your school and representing your school colors. Boys, results for the boys under 15 300 meter hurdles in heat number 2 of 2. We've got Herbs Reinhardt with a time of 26.26. It looks like there's just a bit of a change in those times. We'll just update you with the proper times in shortly. But that is the results as you saw in picture for the 300 meter hurdles. And right now we've got the 400 meter hurdles action. We've got the final number 1 of 2 for girls under 19 400 meter hurdles. In lane number 1 we've got Annika Krotz. In lane number 2 Liz Marie Bota. In lane number 3 we've got Zane Potgieter. In lane number 4 Larise Falloon. In lane number 5 Carol Chitedze. That is a 5-girl lineup in final number 1 of 2 for girls under 19 400 meter hurdles. Let's see who's going to be taking this one out. It's just 5 girls, They're all next to each other, so at the moment it's just a matter of who is going to make the pace quick from the gun, or will they wait for the strong finishes at the end. It's very hard to try get over the hurdles with tired legs, and you still have to try stay calm, stay composed whilst making it over those. Have you ever tried hurdles in your days?
I have never tried hurdles. I thought about it because I know a lot of sprinters have moved to hurdles, but I don't think I have the rhythm. When Danielle told me it's all about the rhythm, getting the rhythm in, and yeah, I think that is what's going to be very important for these girls under 19 400 meter hurdles. We have final one of 2, and they're on the marks in the blocks. A bit of a misfire again there from the gun. We're just getting ready. The girls have stood up. They're just making sure that the hurdles are all in the correct place and at the correct height for these girls to clear. Remember that hurdle heights change from age group to age group, Temba, as well as from distance to distance. So, the officials have to work really hard to make sure all the barriers and all the hurdles are at the correct height and in the correct position. So we're just making sure of that around the track now. We don't want any of these girls getting injured or mistiming their jump. And the officials are just clearing the track over here, just approving that all hurdles are the correct height and in place for this girl's final 1 of 2 in the under 19 400 meter hurdles. Again, just to run you through in this race, we have Annika. There we go. They are on their marks for the girls' final 1 of 2 in the 400 meter hurdles. We only have 5 girls in this race. Let's see what happens.
And they're off immediately on the outside. We got Chitedze, Carol from Eitzach Girls pushing the pace, but on the inside, Office Maces, Larice Verloon is empowering to the front as she just moves to the front at the moment. Nobody is contesting with her. She's going out at a very, very, very phenomenal pace. It almost looks like suicidal pace, but if she can hold on to this, then we know that she is definitely a talent to look out for the future. She clips that hurdle over there, but she makes it over safely, and as she comes into the 200 meter to mark to go, she already has almost a 20 meter lead over the other lady. Has she gone too fast is the question. Will they be able to reel her in as they come towards the last 150 meters? She makes a jump, a bit of a stumble there. You can see the legs are starting to fatigue a bit with 100 meters to go. She's got a comfortable lead again. She clears that hurdle safely with no hesitation at all. She comes to hurdle number 9. She's got one more barrier to go, number 10, and then she will be swinging her arms all the way to the end, and she makes it safely over the final hurdle. She is going to be taking it, the young lady from Office Macy's. She goes by the name of Larice Verloon. In second place, we've got the young athlete running in the colors of Marie Verloon. Winning time 65 seconds, 46 splits.
Beautiful time there that's a great time there from the girl from Office. A time of 1 minute 5 seconds and 46 split seconds. That is final 1 of 2 for the girls 400 meters under the 19. We see final 2 is lining up on the track now, putting their blocks in place. It's going to be a good race. In the final 2 of 2 girls 19 400 meters hurdles, we see in lane 1 Simone van Nicker from Klerksdorp Girls, in lane 2 Rigobetso from Prestige College Girls, in lane 3 Kayanti Greiling from Blomhof Macy's, in lane 4 Lene Marais from Help Mekaar Girls, in lane 5 Anja Nel from Office Macy's, in lane 6 Annika van der Walt from Midstream College Girls, and in lane 7 Annika Greer from Kempton Park Dochters. We have 7 girls in this heat. It's going to be a good one, Timber. It's going to be a great final as the girls get ready to take their marks.
Almost a full lineup in this one. Just one lady missing, but it's a full lineup definitely. Let's see which of these schools are going to be taking it out from the gun. This is event 2 of 2 girls under 19 400 meter hurdles. Winning time from the first final was 65.46. Let's see what they will clock in the second final. It's all about times, it's all about performance.
It's also all about crossing the finish line for your school, Timber. They need to bag that point.
Absolutely. Just waiting for the starter to give the go ahead, and we'll be getting this race underway. As you can see at the bottom, more young ladies currently getting lined up. We do have the more track events coming up.
Girls under 17 400 meters thereafter, Timber, and then we're moving on to the girls under 15 300 meter hurdles. So we still have a packed schedule of hurdles coming up for you guys in the females. Let's see what they bring to track. Remember, they are chasing a time of 65 seconds in the final two. Let's see if they can run faster and cross the finish line faster than final number one for the girls in the 19 400 meter hurdles.
The SA junior record in this event held by Zene van der Walt in a time of 55.05 seconds. Very fast time.
Very fast time indeed from Zene van der Walt. She is a rising star, you know, for South African track and field, especially in the female side. She's doing really well. She started the season off well, and we cannot wait to see what she has planned for the 2022 season.
Great season ahead, a long season for most of these athletes. For the high school athletes, this is one of those monumental events to participate in. This is the Twizza Super School Series event, and it's always good to see the athletes, young athletes out here on the track participating again in front of a substantial crowd in the stands. You know, people that are watching, supporting, as well as the live stream where they can catch the action live. So it's a big host of people that are watching this event, and also, you know, the Olympic brand as a main sponsor as well of this event, just bringing that special element to this event.
On track now, we see the girls' final 2 of 2. Under 19 for the 400 meter hurdles. They're just waiting for the green light from the starter. Also just waiting to see that and make sure that all hurdles are in place. Just to reiterate the importance of the hurdles being the correct height and in the correct place. Officials are just making sure that everything is set, and then we will kick off with the girls' final 2 of 2 in the 400 meter hurdles under 19. Also on field action, we have javelin, we have shot put going, we have discus going, and high jump. So it's a packed day of track and field here at the Twizza Super School Series final in Ramsar. This is all about getting schools from across South Africa to go head against each other to find out who will be the fastest school from South Africa, and we're going to be crowning the fastest female school, the fastest male school, as well as the fastest mixed co-ed school, Timber. Yeah, those trophies are amazing, eh?
It's amazing. I like the size. There's nothing more prestigious than receiving a massive trophy to say, you know what, this is what you guys have deserved. And you saw from pictures of previous winners that when they had the trophy in the hand, it was always so special. Final number 2 of 2 girls under 19 400 meter hurdles. And it's a clean start in this one. The young lady from Office Macy looking very good. It's Anya now out very aggressively at the moment. But Midstream College is also in the mix. We've also got Kempton Park Doctors. Annika Grief also looking very strong. But it is going to be Anya now on the outside pushing very hard. She is coached by the same coach who coaches Zene van der Walt. So she'll be looking to really show what potential and what strength she has in this event. Currently leading from the front. She looks very solid as she comes to the 200 meter bend. Nobody's going to be stopping at this point unless if something really drastic happens. She looks very strong, she looks very composed, and she makes over the next boulder very comfortably as she approaches hurdle number 8. It's another clear clearance at the moment, almost a 20 meter distance from the next person closest to her. She clears hurdle number 9 successfully as well. So after this boulder, she will be running straight to the line. Very awesome running there, great running as she powers to the line. That is Anya now running for Office Macy's. And in second place from Midstream College, we've got Annika van der Walt, and a close one for third place between Prestige and Hoërskool Kempton Park. But it looks like it is Rebetse Mokoloane finishing in the third place. Winning time unofficially 1 minute, 1 second, and 58 split seconds. That is Anya Nell from Office Macy's.
Anya Nell definitely finishing faster there than the first final in a time of 61 seconds and 58 split seconds, where our first final was 65 seconds. There was a beautiful run there from Anya Nell, winning that for Office Macy's. Coming up now on track, we have girls under 17 400 meter hurdles, and in this event we have 3 finals lined up for you. A lot of action here. The girls are getting their blocks ready. They're setting up for the 400 meter girls under 17 final. Timber, it's been a great morning of athletics so far.
Yeah, so far it's been great. You know, we started off with rain, but immediately you can see there the results from final boys 1500 meter hurdles. In first place, Madots Ndo with a time of 37.71. In second place, Franco Harting with a time of 38.80. And in third place, we have Alex Pinar running a time of 39.61. That is your top 3 for the final boys 300 meter hurdles. And coming up next, we've got final number 1 of 3 for the girls 17 400 meter hurdles. In lane number 1, we've got Mike Moster. In lane number 2, Shanique Stein. In lane number 3, Michelle Groenewald. In lane number 4, Lucielle Briet. In lane number 5, we've got Maskabane Kleredi. In lane number 6, we've got Barbara de Kock. In lane number 7, Amy Morinitz. And in lane number 8, Chaume Botman. This is the girls' final number 1 of 3 under 17 400 meter hurdles.
It's a packed race for the girls' final number 1 of 3 under 17. We have 7 girls in this race, and they are getting ready to go on their marks. It seems like 1 girl has pulled out, so we have 6 girls in this race, Timber. Let's see what they're going to bring to the track. Girls under 17 400 meter hurdles, final 1 of 3 going on their marks. And it's a good start there from the ladies. Clean start for the ladies. Let's see as they go to hurdle number 1, who's going to clear it first. And it seems like on the inside, Mostard Maker from Paul Gym Girls, she is running really well, really strongly. She's already cleared her second hurdle. And tight on her heels is Michelle Groenewald from Swartkop Girls. I think they are leading this race. On the outside over there, we have Barbara de Kock from Paul Girls High as well. These 3 girls are doing really, really well as they approach the 200 meter mark over there. They're looking very strong. It looks like Barbara de Kock that's in the lead over there, but in the inside we have Michelle Groenewald from Swartkop Girls, and she is not letting go of that lead. And in lane 1 we also have Morstad from Paul Gym Girls. Let's see who's going to take this as they approach the final straight. It's going to be a tight one between Swartkop as well as Paul Girls High. It's shoulder to shoulder over there as they cross the 10th hurdle, but it seems like it's Swartkop Girls, Michelle Groenewald. She has taken the lead, and she finishes the line or crosses the line first in a time of 63 seconds and 96 split seconds. And second after her we have Lucielle Briet from Kempton Park Dochters. That is girls under 17 final 1 of 3 for the 400 meter hurdles.
What an exciting race. Shoulder to shoulder as they came towards the line. I didn't know who was going to be taking that one at some point, but it looked like it was the youngster from Swartkop holding her form. Even though the athlete from Kempis was pressing her to the line, Alyssa, it was a very, very exciting race to watch. And that's what it's all about. You know, we want to see those close contests head to head. Final number 2 of 3 for the girls under 17 400 meter hurdles. That's coming up next. We've got in lane number 1, Kunedi Mashishi. In lane number 2, Yarne Mulder. In lane number 3, Jolene van der Walt. In lane number 4, Ilandri Holtzhausen. In lane number 5, Lee Winter. In lane number 6, Khopotse Mashakane. In lane number 7, Lane Guillaume. And in lane number 8, Juliska Erasmus.
Also a packed race here for final 2 of 3 in the girls under 17 400 meter hurdles as they go on their marks.
And they're off immediately on the outside. You can see Erasmus Juliska from Westphalia looking very strong, but she's already being overtaken by Guillaume Lane from Furentu, from Charlie Hofmeyer School actually. She's looking very strong at the moment as she powers away in the back straight, just accelerating away from the group. She makes it over the hurdle at a very, very, very fast pace. Look at the distance between her and the rest of the ladies. She's making very fast, but in the inside you can look at Mulder Jane also looking very strong from Help Makar girls. We also have Van der Walt Jolene also looking solid. It looks like Guillaume Lane from Charlie Hofmeyer girls has pushed the pace so fast from the outside. Will she be able to hold on to it? It looks like she's very composed at the moment as she approaches hurdle number 8. She still looks very strong coming into the final straight, the home straight, but on the inside the lady from Help Makar, she goes by the name of Jane Mulder, also looking strong. Will she be able to contest her? But it looks like she's going to be holding on Guillaume Lane from Charlie Hofmeyer, or will it be Help Makar's Jane Mulder? It is going to be Guillaume Lane taking this one from Charlie Hofmeyer girls with a victory. Second place going to Help Makar, third place going to Furentu Khopotso Mashagane. It looked like it was going either way at some point. Winning time in this one, 64.56 seconds.
It's so difficult running the 400 meters when you have a fast run on the inside and a fast run on the outside. You never know what the staggers and around the bend, you know who's in the lead, who's going to take it. But we see there in a beautiful, beautiful run from Lane Guillaume from Charlie Hofmeyer girls. She did really, really well in winning that 400 meters, final 2 of 3 in a time of 64.56 seconds.
As you can see, the discus boys also on the track, on the field actually, getting ready to throw as well. We'll be getting some of that action shortly. But next up, we've got more 400 meter hurdles on the track.
And it's final 3 of 3 for the girls under 17 400 meter hurdles. In lane 1 we have Lana Berger from Potchefstroom. In lane 2 Penelope Sifalane from Prestige College. Also look out for Hannah van Niekerk in lane 5 from Affis Macy's as they go on their marks. And it's a clean start for the girls. Final 3 of 3 under 17 400 meter hurdles. And who will get to the first hurdle? It seems like we are looking at Rian van der Berg from Waterkloof girls. She looks like she's clearing the hurdle strongly over there. But also on the inside we have Annika Leroux, who is tight on her heels, who's going to take this race. It looks like Annika Williams also from Swartkop girls doing very well there on the inside. It's going to be a tight one as we approach the 200 meters of this 400 meter girls under 17 hurdles. As they come around the bend there, it looks like we have Annika Leroux from Midstream College girls in the lead. She's looking strong. We also have Rian van der Berg from Waterkloof girls, who is coming strong at the finish over there as she's clearing the second last hurdle. She's approaching hurdle number 10 right now. We have Jade Moken from Affis Macy's. She's looking very strong. She's powering right through the line and she crosses the finish line in a time of 62 seconds, 0.8 split seconds. And I think that is the fastest time for the girls under 17 400 meter hurdles. Hannah van Niekerk won that race from Affis Macy's in a time of 62 seconds, 0.8 split seconds. Good running there from the girls under 17 in the 400 meters timber. Now we're getting ready for the girls under 15 300 meter hurdles. So the distance changes, but the height of the hurdles does not change.
Wow, that's very interesting. And I mean, the 300 meters is always so nice to watch. As you watch the athletes, they go out so hard in the 300 meter. And over here you can see now we've got action from the shot put as well. Girls shot put underway. The young lady from Help Makar currently pushing on as she moves into the circle. Let's see what distance she will get on this throw. And it's a solid throw. She seems content with the throw. We'll see what type of response she will get from her coach. Oh, and she is very excited about that. I wonder what the distance is. We'll hopefully get those distances to you at a later stage, but she's ecstatic. You can just see it. Hands on her forehead, and she also waves her arms a bit. Must be a personal best or something very close to it.
Heads over to her spectators and her coach, and she is extremely happy. We see the attempt there from the girls under 17 in the shot put from the youngster from Paul Gymnasium all the way from the coast. She looks happy as well in her first attempt. This is the girls under 17 shot put taking place on our screens now. This is final 2 of 2. And we have the small stature over there of the Menlo Park High School girl. Let's see. They say strength comes in small packages. Ooh, very fast in the circle.
Very, very fast in the circle. That is Elisha Kunu. She's one of the best throwers for her age group in the country, currently ranked in the top 3. I think she's number 1 if I'm not mistaken when it comes to distances. She does look very small, but you saw her speed in the circle. Her technique is phenomenal for this age, very quick, and she is one of SA's best, if not top 3 throwers in the land at the moment. And next up, the young lady from Office, Macy. She doesn't look too happy with that one, but a solid distance nonetheless.
It's also the first attempt for the final 2 of 2 for the girls 17, so they have more attempts coming on. But on screen we see final 1 of 5 for the girls 15 300 meter hurdles. And in lane 1 we have Chiara Vermeulen from Klerksdorp girls. In lane 2 Mia Oosthuizen from Refillion girls. In lane 3 Zayn Loots from Menlo Park girls. In lane 4 Sydney Rothman from Fourways High girls. In lane 5 Madison Lee Budser from Office Macy's. In lane 6 Michaela Bester from El Raz girls, and in lane 7 Mika van der Walt from Hoërskool Middelburg girls. It's a packed race over there, 7 athletes in this final 1 of 5 for the girls 15 300 meters.
And the discus competition, you can see the man over there from Monas. He's getting ready for his attempt. Should be a big one. And he heaves it all the way, and it is a massive throw. Oh my goodness, what a big throw. We didn't expect that at all. As we prepare for the 300 meter girls under 15 final number 1 of 5.
And the girls are on their marks, and it's a clean start for the girls. Let's see who takes the lead on this final 1 of 5 for girls under 15 300 meter hurdles. It looks like a strong start there from your Fourways High School, Madison Lee Budzer. And Menlo Park also doing really well. Zane Lewis, very fast start from her. On her outside we have Sydney Rothman from Paul Girls High. But Zane Lewis is catching up. She's doing well. She's closing that stagger on Sydney Rothman from Paul Girls High. I think it's going to be a sprint finish between these two. It's Menlo Park, it's Paul Girls, it's Menlo Park, it's Paul Girls. They shoulder to shoulder as they approach the 10th hurdle. But it's the youngster, it's the short Menlo Park girl, Zane Lewis, taking it all the way to the end, powering through the finish line and opening the gap and finishing that race in a time of 44.89 seconds. Beautiful, beautiful run there from the youngster Zane Lewis from Menlo Park girls.
What an impressive run. I mean, the way she just went at it, even the way she finished was, you know, so much power and strength, so late in the race. You could see the determination on her face as well. And as they say, you know, size doesn't matter when it comes to heart. And you can see a time of 44.89 unofficially, a winning time. Results for girls under 17 400 meter hurdles, heat number 1 of 3. In first place, we've got Michelle Groenewald with a time of 1 minute 4 seconds. In second place, we've got Lucielle Briet with 1:04 as well. And in third place, we've got Mecca Mostert with a time of 1:07.
Great times there from the girls under 17 in the 400 meter hurdles. But now we're back on track, and it's final 2 of 5 for the girls under 15 300 meter hurdles. And in this final we have 7 girls lining up as well. So it's a packed lineup for the girls under 15 300 meters. clean start for final 2 of 5 for the girls under 15 300 meters, and it looks like a great start there from Mia Wilson in lane 2 from La Rochelle Girls High. They're running really, really well. Mia is taking the lead over there as we approach the 200 meters. She's closing the stagger on the rest of the girls. She has just passed Leandre Lowe on the outside over there in lane 6. Mia is running really well. She's running a strong race as she comes into the last 110 meters of the 300 meter hurdles. She's crossing the second last hurdle, and she is way ahead the rest of the girls. Crossing the final hurdle over there. It's all about Mia Wilson. Mia Wilson from La Rochelle, powering through the line over there and crossing the line in a time of 44.22 seconds. Great run there from Mia Wilson.
Another great run in that race from Mia. You know, these young girls are so aggressive. That's why the 300 meter is always a bit more faster and more interesting to see. If you look at the results from girls under 17 400 meter, heat number 2 of 3 in first place, we've got Lane Gilomi in lane number 2. In second place, we've got Jane Mulder, as well as in third place, Kunedi Mashishi.
In the third race, we've got lane 1, Alison Billing and Help McCart.
And coming up, we have the final 3 of 5 girls under 15 300 meter hurdles. In lane 1, we have Alison Billigan from Help McCart Girls. We have in lane 2, Nicolette Foster from Ramble Girls. In lane 3, Kylie Basson from La Rochelle. In lane 4, Isabel Tandberg from Paul Girls High. In lane 5, Natasha Kempen from Waterkloof Girls. In lane 6, Christy van der Walt from Midstream College Girls. And in lane 7, Janne Eersthuizen from Potchefstroom Gymnasium Girls. Let's see if the youngster from La Rochelle is going to do as well as her scholar, Mia Wilson. This is final 3 of 5 for the girls under 15 300 meters, and a clean start. Let's see who gets to the first hurdle and clears that first. That is usually the indication of who is taking the lead on this race, and it seems like on our inside, Alison Billigan from Help McCart Girls is going really strong, but also on the outside there, Natasha Kempen from Waterkloof Girls also looking very strong. From Paul's Girl High, we also have Isabella Zanderberg in the mix over there, taking the lead in this 300 meter girls under 15 as they come to the last 110 meters of this hurdles race. They're about to cross the second last hurdle, and it is all about Isabel Zanderberg. It's all about the Paul Girls High. She's taking it home for her school, taking it home for her team, powering through, pumping those arms on the final stretch in the 300 meter hurdles. That is Isabella Zanderberg from Paul Girls High, crossing the line in an unofficial time there of 46.44 seconds.
Very good run from her as well. A bit slower compared to the heat number 1 and 2. They both ran 44s, but a very good display of running from her as well, pushing on to the finish line in that one. Next up, we've got final number 4 of 5 for the girls 15 300 meter hurdles. In lane number 1, we've got Shanique van Jaarsveld. In lane number 2, we've got Carly Visser. Lane number 3, Simone Lawrence. In lane number 4, Anke Castellan. In lane number 5, we've got Megan van der Walt. Lane number 6, Simone van der Merwe. In lane number 7, Janne Eersthuizen. And we're off at the moment. You can see the girls currently pushing it. We've got Simone van der Merwe from Bloemhof Macy's currently pressing on. Megan van der Walt also looking very good on the outside. As you can see, the colors of Midstream College currently looking very good in second place as she presses on. In the inside, we've got Carly Visser also from Westphalia also pressing on to the front. But on the outside, watch again, Bloemhof Macy's. We've got van der Merwe Simone, but it is the young lady from Midstream College looking good. But on the inside, let's not forget about Westphalia's Visser Carly also currently in the lead as they come through to hurdle number 9. Oh, she stumbles a bit. Will that render her from winning this race? She is still holding on to the front of the race now. It is Carly Visser from Westphalia Girls. She's going to take this one. She powers over to the line. And there we go, winning in second place, a very close one from Nelspruit Girls. It looks like it is Simone Lawrence who holds on. Winning time in this one, 46.04. Alyssa?
Very exciting here in the girls under 15 300 meter hurdles. They are definitely putting on a show for us, you know, competing against each other and fighting through the end. And we see there heat 1 of 5. We have Zanay Lua to finish in a time of 44.88 seconds, and Rothman Sydney in a time of 46.44, as well as Madison Lee Budza in a time of 47.94. That time from Zanay Lua, it's 44.88. Temba is definitely setting herself apart from the rest of this caliber of girls in the girls under 15 300 meter hurdles. But we have final 5 of 5 for the girls 300 meter hurdles. In lane 1 we have Zelnay Botha from Kempton Park Doctors. In lane 2 we have Remeka Swart from Hoërskool Middelburg Girls. In lane 3 we have Joné De Winnaar from Paul Girls, Shantay Lepan from Swartkop Girls, Michan van der Walt from Grasfontein Girls, and in lane 6 we have Lydia Engelbrecht from Blomhof. And they have taken off. It's a clean start for the girls. Heat 5 of 5. Let's see who's going to lead this one. Zanay Lebanon is looking really good over there, taking the lead in this race. It's a tight one, it's a close one. They're still very much packed in the beginning of this race, and it looks like the winner, Paul Gymnasium Girls, is doing really well. But also from Swartkop we have Shantay Lepan that's taking it out on the outside over there now. As they approach hurdle number 10, it's all about Swartkop, it's all about Shantay. Is anyone going to catch her? We see on the inside over there from Middelburg High, we have Remeka Swart. Oh, and she stumbles and she falls, unfortunately. But we have Shantay Lepan from Swartkop Girls finishing that race in a time of 45.96 seconds. That's the second fastest time for the girls under 15 300 meter hurdles. Unfortunately over there, Remeka Swart took a fall over the last 10th hurdle as she was trying to close that gap on Shantay Lepan. Timba, it's not nice to see, but she gave it all. She gave that final push, and unfortunately that is what happens in hurdles.
That's the challenge about the hurdles. Your legs are starting to fatigue. You're starting to strive and push for that line, and you got a pressure from your competitors. And as you try to overreach a bit, that's when you start to make mistakes, and that's what we see in the 400 meter hurdles. But it was a very good display, and look at that throw from the boys. Discus throw, what a fantastic throw there. They're starting to crank up the throws now. It looks like they're getting bigger and throwing further as the day goes on. And look at the weather. From where we started, Alyssa, the weather looks amazing. The sun is out. People are starting to put out their umbrellas, you know, to block the sun. Earlier the umbrellas were used for the rain, and now look at a beautiful day we've got, and we've got so much amazing athletics coming up. The hurdles showing that speed is what the girls have, speed is what the boys have, as well as in the high jump competition. In your picture there, the young lady from Office Macy's.
Definitely, Temba. We have seen a 360 in the weather over here. You know, it started with some thunderstorms, some lightning, but I think it just set the tone for the Twizza Super School Series final. You know, it made a mark and it said, today we're going to see some great athletics, and we are watching now the high jump action for the girls under 17. These girls are all focused and ready to rack up the points for their school. Let's see if this is a clearance in the high jump girls under 17. Oh yes, beautiful clearance there. Massive space, massive gap between the young lady and the bar. Temba, she's doing really, really well.
Yeah, they look so comfortable at these early stages of the high jump. You know, that's the tricky part. But it's also so important that you make these early jumps, because when it comes to count back, that's what tends to get you. And next up, we've got the young ladies running or jumping here for Hoërskool Randburg. She takes up her approach, comes to the bar, and clips it with her heel, unfortunately. So when it comes to count back, especially in the high jump, that's where competitions are won and lost as well. So it's very important that even though it's the easy heights, you don't want to knock that bar down too easily.
Definitely, Temba, but the lady from Hoërskool Randburg will get a second attempt at that height. So let's hope that she can clear it the second time round.
Coming up next, it looks like it is LaShawn, or it's Enel Mietling from Hoërskool HTS Drotsky.
She's just getting... Oh, no, it was actually next to her. There we go. Beautiful clearance as well. Beautiful space between our athlete and the bar. She can definitely go higher in height over there. And we can't wait to see what the final height will be. But now we are watching Enel Neetling from Hoërskool Drosk for the girls. Also beautiful clearance from her. Still massive space between herself and the bar. It seems like these girls are just warming up, you know, just getting the niggles gone, the nerves gone, shaking it off. But they are definitely going to go for high heights.
Next up, it looks like it's Lisa Arends jumping for Parallel Girls Eye or Power Girls Eye. Very easy. Like I said, this early stages, very comfortable height for all of them. We'll see as the bar goes up how the competition will pan out. But the girls looking very good early on. Next up, the athlete from Monash also clears that height very comfortably.
And that is Maureen over there. And we see that the SA youth record sits at 1.96 meters and is held by Gail Charmaine. And that is a record from a very long time ago, 1981, Temba.
It's a record that's going to be standing for quite a while. 196 is a very, very high event. I mean, that is Olympic qualifying standard, and you can even medal maybe on a good day.
And that is a youth
competition.
height.
Absolutely.
We see in picture there, beautiful. All the girls have different ways, you know, of getting into the run-up, getting themselves focused, getting themselves ready, and absolutely beautiful clearance there. Again, miles and miles of air between our young athlete and the bar. So these girls are still going to be raising their bar very high.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Twizza Super School Series. We are here at Reimsig Stadium. An amazing, exciting day of athletics coming up for us. Next up, we've got some more events on the track, which is gonna bring some exciting action. Heat final number 1 of 5 for girls 15-200 meter. In lane number 1, we've got Karmita Muchachane. In lane number 2, Kayla Foster. In lane number 3, Hannah Vermark. In lane number 4, Keisha Fredericks. In lane number 5, we've got Danelle van der Merwe. In lane number 6, Natasha Kampen. In lane number 7, Emma Hubert. And that is final number 1 of 5 girls 15-200 meters. Time for the sprints now. We've been waiting for some of the sprint action. We saw some amazing middle distance action in the 3,000 meters, which happened earlier. Neil van der Merwe with a phenomenal performance. 8:27 in the 3,000 meter for boys under 19. Next up, it's the time for speed. This is your specialty event, or was your specialty event, Alyssa. Would you be able to take on these talented young girls?
I think these girls will give me a run for my money, Tim, but I'm not going to lie. It's been a while since I've gone into the blocks at the start of the 200 meters. You know, the bend is so important when we look at the 200 meters. It's all about closing that stagger on the girls ahead of you. And if you're in the outside lane, it's all about, you know, going out very fast from the beginning. You don't want the girls to close the stagger on you because you're running blind, you know, so you have to put in 100% over there. But this is where I just get excited. I don't know if you can hear in my voice. The sprints are coming up. It's the 200 meters, and we have the girls under 15 up first. We have 1 of 5 finals, and it's so good to see so many girls, you know, showing interest in the sprint events, and I can't wait for this action.
The sprints are always jam-packed with action, jam-packed with some fast times, and it's so good to see so many lineups, so many heats as well, you know, or let me call them finals.
Yeah.
They'll be running against time. There is no heat. This is straight finals, so it's all about times. It's all about raking in those points for your school. End of the day, Alyssa, we want to see which is the best school in South Africa. That's what is going to be crowned at the end of the day.
Definitely. This is the Twizza Super School Series final, and we are here to crown, like Temba said, the best school in South Africa for girls, for boys, and for co-ed. And we have the girls under 15 final, 1 of 5 at the 200 meters in their blocks. And it's a clean start for the girls. It's always about going out fast, and it looks like we have Hannah Vermaak from Noord Hebbel girls closing that stacker very, very fast over there. And on her tracks we have the girl from Vorentoe also looking very good, but it's all about Hannah. Noord Hebbel girls, she is going out very strong in lane 3 over there. She is taking the lead from the start, pumping her arms very strongly. She's not letting go, she's not fatiguing, she's not tiring, and she crosses the finish line in a time of 25.70 seconds. Temba, very good time for our youngster here from Noordheuwel. It was all about Hannah Vermaak from the start. I could see when she went out of the blocks as she took that bend that she was going to lead this race.
An impressive run from the gun. She just showed her intention. Her intention was to run fast and to run a time. She did not have any other tactic except to win, and that's exactly what she did. So let's see what's going to be next up in the final of girls 205. We got 15 girls under 15 200 meter. In lane number 1 we got Faith Kufubala. In lane number 2 we got Kiara Lee Opperman. In lane number 3 Helen Dutoit. In lane number 4 Vinay Esterhazen. In lane number 5 we got Hailey Kinyer. In lane number 6 Mika Kromhout. In lane number 7 Lebogang Morofuti. And in lane number 8 Sky Bongwana.
This is the girls 2 of 5, final 2 of 5 for the girls under 15, and they are off out of the blocks over there. Beautiful bend again from lane number 3. It seems like lane number 3, or actually that's lane number 4, is the favorable lane for these girls, and that is Vinay Eerstehuizen. She is powering through over there in the middle of the field. She has taken it again from the start, and no one is going to catch her. She's powering through, easy running style, comfortable running style. And she crosses the line in a time of 24.91 seconds, faster than the first final. So very, very beautiful running there from Vinay.
HTS Middelburg well represented in this event. Zane making it look easy, fairly easy. And look at the time, 24.91, and she made it look so comfortable. Winning time in the first one was a 25, so she was actually moving, Alyssa.
She looked like she was striding that through timber. Very, very comfortable running style over there, easy. And we look at the girls, 3 of 5, 200 meters. In lane 1, Lune Deploy. Lane 2, Angela Sono. Lane 3, Calais Prestorius. Lane 4, Philippa Viljoen. Lane 5, Sianda Ngaba. Lane 6, Larato Shabala. And lane 7, Leila van der Merwe. 7 athletes in this 3 of 5 for the girls under 15 200 meters.
And it's off. It's a very fast start from the beginning. You can see Fouché Kiera from Help Makar currently pushing the pace, but in the inside you can look out for the girl from Eitzig also currently looking very strong. It is final number 3 of 2, and it is going to be in the middle of the pack. But look at the outside. We also have Fouché Kiera looking very strong on the outside in lane number 8. But in the inside lane, here comes Luane Duploy from Marais Viljoen girls as she cruises over the line. All of the time be 26.15, a bit slower, but a very open race in this one. We're not sure who was going to be taking it. It looked like it was going to be from the outside. Fouché Kiera looking very good in the beginning, but then it looked like Luane Duplo just timed it perfectly, coming through for that strong finish.
Luane Duplo definitely had a final kick in the end of that 200 meters, taking the win for over there for the girls under 15. And we got final 4 of 5 for the girls. We have Sophia Foster in lane 1, Zanik Boat in lane 2, Tamron Boyce in lane 3, Nell Basson in lane 4, Nicole Meyer lane 5, and it's going to be a packed race, 7 girls in that heat. So this is final 4 of 5 for the girls under 15 200 meter. The fastest time there was a sub 25. Let's see if we can get another sub 25 from these ladies.
Sub 25, a very fast time for girls under 15. Impressive. I'm so impressed with that time. Let's see what the girls in final number 4 or 5 will be able to do as they step into their blocks. And it's another clean start in the middle immediately. Montana Nicole Meyer looking very good. But look at second lane, we've got Zanik Bortes looking very strong at the moment. Also Tamron Boyson from La Rochelle looking very strong around the bend. It's going to be lane number 2 and lane number 3. It looks like it's going to be Zanik Bortes currently looking very strong, upright body. She's pumping her arms very hard. And as you can see, Tamron Boyson slightly falling up behind. But it is going to be Zanik Bortes taking that one from Garsfontein girls for the victory. Wow.
All about that bend, Temba. All about the bend. If you come out of that bend really fast, you know that you're going to have a good race. And that time of 25.75 seconds for final 4 of 5 for the girls under 15 200 meters.
A very impressive running action. She almost reminds me of Michael Johnson with her upright body and arm swings, and running a time of 25.7, a solid time for her. She'll be happy with that. That is Zenique Bottas from Garsfontein girls with that victory. Next up, we got final number 505 girls 1500 meter. In lane number 1, we got Zoe Cilliers. In lane number 2, we got Kaylee van Oorsuren. In lane number 3, we got Sitke Hasbuk. In lane number 4, Lolwetu Makasi. In lane number 5, Zante van der Merwe. Lane number 6, Amay de Klerk. In lane number 7, Selena Rocha. And in lane number 8, we got Cara Wilson.
This is the final for the girls under 15, 5 of 5. Let's see who's going to take this one. And the goals are off, and it looks like our Waterkloof girl over there, Thierry Hasbrook, is looking very strong in this girls 200 meter race as they come into the final straight. We have the girl in lane 5 from Noordevel as well, doing very well. Girl in lane 5 from Affies is Van. Ooh, but look, it's Kaylee van Oorsteisen van Noordevel going very, very strong and crossing the line there in a time of 24.86 seconds. I think that was the fastest 200 time for girls under 15. Beautiful, beautiful run. Amazing time. I was not expecting such a good sub 25 timber.
Amazing. That is the fastest time from the girls under 15. Very demanding and commanding run from the inside, and these are the girls of 1500 meter heat number 1. We've got Vermaak Hanna running a time of 25.69. We also have Kamenita Muchajane running a time of 26.91, and in third place we've got Emma Hubert with a time of 28.07 seconds.
These girls under 15 definitely showcasing some good speed. And on track we have the boys under 15 lining up for their 200 meters. Again, we have 5 finals over here. And for final 105 we have Milan Janssen van Rensburg in lane 1. In lane 2, Kraus Olaf. In lane 3, Johan Bosch. In lane 4, Rigel Ragala. In lane 5, Brave Shiringa. In lane 6, Sandile Modise. And in lane 7, Musa Mokomong. It's going to be a good race, this one. 1 of 5 for the boys under 15. 200 meter. We just see the boys getting their blocks ready, getting the settings. And we have girls under 15, 200 meter heat, 2 of 3 final results for Nay Eersteisen running that beautiful time, 24.90. The first sub 25 for the girls under 15. Second place, Sky Bonkoana in 26.47. And Haley Kinar in third place, 26.83.
Next up, we've got final number 1 of 5 boys, 15, 200 meters. As they get their blocks ready, it's almost go time. We'll be watching that clock to see how these times continually go down as we move up in age groups. Let's see what these boys will have in store. And Sandile Modise looks very good. The men in the midstream colors in the maroon looking very strong in the beginning. But look out for the men from Boland. Is Krauser Olof looking very good. Krauser looking very strong as he comes around the bend. But he's got company from Sandile Modise. It's going to be between these two men. It's going to be Sandile Modise from Midstream College. Or will it be Boland, Landbos, Kraus Olof? But it is going to be Modise. Sandile taking it. The man running in the Midstream College colors are taking that victory in a time of 23.34. Exciting race to open up. Let's see what each and every heat will have to bring for us. And over here we've got girls 15-200 meter heat number 3 of 5. In first place was Luane Duploy with a time of 26.13. In second place was Kiera Fouchier with a time of 26.38. And in third place, Philippa Filioun with a time of 26.47 seconds. That was girls 3 of 5. And next up, we are looking at the boys' final number 2 of 5 for boys 15-200 meter. In lane number 1, Morne Ruiz. In lane number 2, we got Israel Sylvia. In lane number 3, Edwin. We also have Tsepang Fumani in lane number 5. Warabile in lane number 6. Alex Ferguson in lane number 7. This is boys under 15-200 meter.
As the boys settle in their blocks, this is final 2 of 5 for the boys under 15-200 meter. And it's a clean start over there. It looks like a very fast start from lane 2 Israel Sylvia, Queens High boys, but also we have moving very fast Pang Tekeso from Forentu boys as they come around the bend, but also lane 1 we have Morne Ruas. Who's it going to be? It looks like Morne, but on his outside it looks like who's going to be a tight finish, Temba. We have winning there Orabile Telane from Potchefstroom Gymnasium boys. Great race from the boys in a time of 23.96 seconds.
A tight race, a bit slower compared to the first race, just a few split seconds. If we look at the girls under 15 200 meter heat number 4 or 5, the results over there: in first place was Zanique Botes with a time of 25.73. In second place was Tamron Buisen with a time of 26.25, and in third place was Nell Basson with a time of 26.33. Close race in that one for the boys.
I was even confused. I'm like, okay, then it's this, but we have boys final 3 of 5 coming up, and in lane 1 we have Solami Sitole from Pretoria boys, lane 2 Cristiano Sias, lane 3 Lucky Kumalo, lane 4 Happy Chizombi, lane 5 Oratile Kahaso, lane 6 Chawaka Uliwaka, lane 7 Morisane Makoba, and lane 8 Andisa Novawari. A packed race over there for the boys heat 3 of 5 boys under 15.
As they settle into the blocks, it looks like they've been called back just to stand behind the blocks again, as the officials are just guiding one of the young men. This is final number 3 of 5 boys 15 200 meters. Of clean in this one, and on the outside is the man from Prestige College. It looks like he's from the invitational team. He's looking very strong, but we also have the likes of Happy Chizombe looking very strong in the middle of the field at the moment. It looks like it's going to be Chizombe. Happy looking very strong as he powers his way to the finish line. He's got his teammate next to him from Prestige as well, but it is going to be Chizombe as he crosses the line very comfortably, winning time of 23.51 seconds. That is going to be victory for Prestige College.
We have the results for the girls heat 5 of 5. In first place, Kaylee van Orst was in that good sub 25 of 24.85 seconds. Second place, Zante van der Merwe, 25.49. And third place, Selena Roche in a time of 25.57 seconds. Coming up on our screen now, it's the boys' final 4 of 5 for boys under 15 200 meters. Lane 1 we have Keenan Nathan, lane 2 CJ Muller, lane 3 Lawrence Uchewara, lane 4 Seho Boyikane, lane 5 Parkis, lane 6 Inam Dulang, and lane 7 Divine Movango. Remember, these surnames are quite hard, eh?
Tongue twister, some of them, Melissa.
Sure.
We have to analyze results for boys 15 200 meter heat number 1 of 5. In first place was Sandile Modise with a time of 23.33. In second place was Krause Olhoff with a time of 23.61. And third place going to Riachile Rachale with a time of 25.26 seconds. Next up, we've got final 4 of 5 boys 15 200 meters. And they're off immediately. The man from Prestige College looking very good with that white armband. But also on the outside, we've got Alberton's Divine Mavangu looking very, very, very good and strong at the moment. But Prestige College Invitational team, it looks like it is Parkis Nyonzambe looking very strong at the moment. Divine Mavungu is going to hold on to it. Is it going to be Divine? Yes, Divine Mavangu is going to hold on to this one, winning a time unofficially 23.07 seconds. That is the fastest of the 4 heats we've seen so far. 23.07 going to Divine Mavangu from Alberton boys.
It's so good to see the Twizza Invitational team doing really well here, Temba, at the Twizza Super School Series final.
Next up, we've got final number 5 of 5 for the boys 15 200 meter. In lane number 1, we've got Mikhail Cupido. In lane number 2, Krige Leroux. In lane number 3, we've got Mikhail Ukert. In lane number 4, we've got Aiden Bester. Lane number 5, Tidiso Nkwanazi. In lane number 6, Litabo Maloma. In lane number 7, Kerwin Bekir. And in lane number 8, Mushidik Cornelson.
A packed heat over here, packed final over here for the boys final 5 of 5, boys under 15 200 meters. Boys are just doing their final prep in their blocks, checking that they start in blocks is set up correctly. It is so important. There can't be any mistakes. There's no room for error when it comes to sprints. We have the boys' final 5 of 5 for the 200 meters boys under 15 as they go in their blocks. And it's a clean start for the boys under 15, 200 meter hit 5 of 5. It looks like Chris Leroux from Boerland Landbou is going really strong over there, but also Noordville Heerwil boys. Aiden Bester is looking very good there in lane 5. Who's it going to be? We got the Prestige College boys, Tadiso also fighting back, but it is Aiden Bester, Noordville boys high, taking it to the end, sprinting finish. Good race over there in a time of 22.64, but we had the Prestige College guy Tadiso fighting to the end, but it is Aiden Bester from Noordville boys taking the win in a time of 22.64 seconds. That is final 5 of 5 for the boys under 15 200 meters. We're at the Twizza Super School Series final. And we see there we have coming up final 1 of 6 for the girls under 17 200 meters in lane 1. Then Denise from Merefeliun. We can also look out for lane 6, Angela Kosa from Kuro Savannah City Girls as they go on their marks. It's a clean start for the ladies as well. Very good start there from Talita Wessels, the Anker Dochters, going very fast there in lane 3. She has already closed the stagger on the rest of the girls, running a blistering fast bend. Let's see what she can pull off in the straight. Will anybody catch her? That is actually in lane 4. Ashley Williams from Midstream College Girls, taking it away, leading this race from the get-go. And she's powering through as she crosses the line in a time of 26.09 seconds. That is Ashley Williams from Midstream College Girls. That is final 1 of 6 for the girls 17 200 meters. We have final 2 of 6 for the girls under 17 200 meters. Let's look out for Sunel de Klerk over there from Monument Girls in lane 5. We also have Lisa Chigundu from Queen's High School Girls as they're getting ready to line up for the girls 2 of 6 girls under 17 200 meters. A lot of action packed at the Twizza Super School Series final, and we have girls under 17 final 2 of 6 in their blocks. Very good start there, clean start, no false starts. We love to see that. And it looks like lane 2, Lisa Chingundu from Queen's High School Girls getting a blistering fast start there. But also on the outside we have Annika Leroux from the Merefeliun Girls, and in the middle we have Sunel de Klerk from Monument Girls. It's a good race. These girls are going strong. Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna take it? We have winning it at the end in a beautiful finish from Monument Girls, Sunel de Klerk in a time of 26.18 seconds. Good run there from Sunel de Klerk, having that final kick in the last 50 meters for the girls under 17 200 meters. We see final 3 of 6. In lane 1 we have Zal Bianca from Monument Girls, Julia van Aert from Kuro Nelspruit Girls. We have Tayana Pieterse from Paul, as well as in lane 6 Jordan Binneman from Noordville Girls. This is girls under 17, final 3 of 6. Great start there. It looks like the inside Julia van Aert from Kuro Nelspruit Girls is looking very strong over there. Also from Menlo Park we have Erizal Boer that's also running very strong over there. But who's it going to be? It looks like lane 3, Tanya Pieterse. But Menlo Park is taking it. Erizal Boer, She's running all the way to the end. You get that arm swing, power, 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 strength as she crosses the line first in a time of 25.65 seconds. We have Erizal Boer from Menlo Park Girls. That is our final 3 of 6 for the girls 17 200 meters. We have our final 4 of 6 for the girls 17 200 meters coming up. We can look out for Lara from Blomhof Macy's in lane 3, as well as Elise van der Berg from Klerksdorp Girls in lane 6. And outside, in the outside lane, we have Hannah Geldenhuis from Twizza Invitational Team. This is final 4 of 6 for the girls under 17 200 meters. Girls are on their marks. Also good start there from the ladies. It looks like it's going to be on the inside from Tuck Sports School. She's taking that bend very strong over there. It's all about the Tuck Sports School, but on the inside as well from Swartkop. The girl is challenging her. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Tuck Sport? Is it going to be Swartkop? Is it going to be Tuck Sport? It is going to be, and it seems like it's going to be Tuck Sports School just dipping at the end there in a time of 25.63, and that is Ndazama Ngwala from Tuck Sport Girls taking that win for girls final 4 of 6, girls 17 200 meters. Moving on to the girls final 5 of 6, we can look out for Prestige College, Atang Nane, as well in lane 3, as well as Kira Fouchier in lane 5, and on the outside we have Michaela Thompson from Klerksdorp Girls. Clean start from the girls over there. Looks like a very fast start from Help Mekaar Girls, Zanique Swanepoel. She is taking this race by the horns, taking the bull by the horns. Very, very beautiful fast bend there, closing the stagger on the rest of the girls. But on the outside we have Michaela Thompson chasing her down, but it looks like it's going to be Zanique Swanepoel from Help Mekaar College. It's her race. It's going to be a dip at the end, but it is Zanique Swanepoel from Help Mekaar Girls taking the victory there in a good time of 24.80 seconds. Well done, Zanique from Help Mekaar Girls. We have the final of the girls under 17 200 meter, final 6 of 6. We can look out there for Precious Molepe from Prestige College Girls, up and coming star, as well as on the outside Lindsay Adams from Montana Girls. Let's see what these girls are going to display for us. This is final 6 of 6 for the girls under 17 200 meters. This is the last final for the girls under 17 200 meters. We have the likes of Precious Molepe running in this race. She represented South Africa at the Bold under 20 junior champs in Kenya. She did really, really well over there, making her debut for the national team. Let's see what she's going to do in the 200 meters girls under 17. The girls are on their marks. And it's a clean start over there. Some competition for Precious from the Ramble girls in Kayla. But as you can see, Precious just stretching her legs there, pumping her arms. But also on the outside from Tuxport, we have Viwe running very strong. Is it going to be Precious? Is it going to be Viwe? Is it going to be Precious? And it is Viwe. Viwe just putting in that extra gear, giving that last kick there for the end. And it is Viwe Jingwa from Tuck Sport Girls in a beautiful, beautiful fast time of 23.50 seconds. She is incredibly happy with this time. She ran a magnificent race, powering through the bend and taking it home for Tuck Sports in a time of 23.50 seconds. That is Viwe Jingwa. beautiful, beautiful performance, beautiful time from the youngster. And we see the results there. Heat 1 of 6 in first place, Ashley Williams in a time of 26.08. Loselle Halgreen in a time of 27.09, and in third place, Ababoko in a time of 28.88 seconds. That is our girls 17 200 meters heat 1 of 6 results. We have our final of 1 of 7 for the boys 17 200 meters. We can look out for Genomo Laters from Noordville Hevel boys in lane 5. And the boys are off. Blistering fast start there for our boys. It looks like it still evens over the bend over there, but we have Pabalo Moisa from Kuro Savannah on the inside. Also, we have from Montana Devan the Swart. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the guy Vian Geldenhuis from Middelburg Boys? And it is Vian Geldenhuis from Middelburg Boys in a time of 22.08 seconds. The races are getting faster and faster. This is what we like to see at the Twizza Super School Series finals. Who is going to be crowned the fastest school in South Africa? Only time will tell.
So the second of 7 finals, all about the time, not position.
We have a fully packed 7 finals for the boys under 17 200 meters, and we see final 2 of 7 getting ready at the blocks, lining up for their 200 meter race.
And Lawrence Jacob,
In final 2 of 7, we can look out for Shadrick from Kuro Savannah City Boys. Let's see what these guys are going to do. And it's a good start for the boys over there. As you can see, they're pumping their arms around the bend. It's all about who gets out first. And it looks like Pretoria Boys High is taking the lead over here. But we also have from Alberton Boys, we have Ryan Smith. Is it going to be Ryan Smith, or is he going to get competition from Boerland Landbou? It looks like it's Boerland Landbou. It's Boerland Landbou. Oh goodness, great race there from Ronaldinho Swartz from Boerland Landbou in a time of 22.47 seconds.
All right, we're live at the Twizza Super School Series. This is the final. I'm standing here with Viwe Jingwi. He just ran a fantastic 200-meter race. It is a record as well for this meeting. How do you feel about your race?
I'm very happy, but yeah, I was expecting more because I've been training for Twizzas, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
It's a good race. I mean, to get the record and to get a new PB as well. You're happy about that, and where to from here?
Can you repeat?
Running in the final and a new PB as well. I'm sure you're excited about that and looking forward to the next competition.
Well, yeah, but I just want to train for more weeks and then go to AGN Champs. I don't want to stress myself with more competitions, but yeah, I'm very excited.
Well done. You got a record. You must be excited. I know you wanted more, but well done. It's a good one, okay?
Thank you. You're taking pictures.
Outside was a
It's final 3 of 7 in the boys under 17 200 meters. We had our first false start over there. Let's hope that it was not a false start and a misfire, and that no one will be disqualified in this race. We can look out for Jordan Goldswain there from Middelburg Boys in lane 5, as well as on the outside over there, Utlonang Nyaku from Twizza Invitational Team. Let's see what these guys do. This is final 3 of 7 for the boys 17 200 meters. As the boys are in their blocks, on their marks. And it's a clean start this time round. Let's see who's going to take the lead around that bend. It looks like Jordan Goldswain from Middelburg Boys. It's Jordan Goldswain. Jordan Goldswain. We have someone athlete that pulled out there, but it looks like it's all about Jordan Goldswain. But on the outside from Marefalion Boys, we have Enrico trying to push. It's going to be, that is a very close dip at the end, but it is Jordan Goldswain who takes the victory in a time of 23.98 seconds. That is final 3 of 7 for boys 17-200 meters. And we look at the results there. Heat 3 of 6 for the girls 200 meters. Erizal Boer running a time of 25.63 in first place. Jordan Beneman in second place 25.97. And Tanya Pieterse in third place in a time of 26.02 seconds. Lining up on the track, we have final 4 of 7 for the boys 17-200 meters. We can look out for Anton van Tonder from Randburg boys in lane 1. Neil van Aert in lane 2 from Kuro, and further on Johan Kutsia in lane 6 from Charlie Hofmeyer, and on the outside Ruben Nel from Oakdale. This is boys final 4 of 7 in the under 17-200 meters. They are on their marks. Good start there from the inside. It looks like Recha Tate from Noordville High School boys over there. Noordheuvel, apologies boys. Let's see if it's him. He's powering around the bend. It is lane 4, Hilton Thomas, Midstream College boys, all the way from Stellenbosch. This guy came to make his name known. He's powering through, beautiful running, 21.84. Our first sub 22 at the Twizza Super School Series event, and that is Hilton Thomas from Midstream College boys. He even has me tangling here, and we have girls 17-200 meter heat 5 of 6 results. Sanique Swanepoel 24.78 seconds, Michaela Thompson 24.93, and Ateng Nane 25.59. That's the girls under 17-200 meter results, heat 5 of 6. Beautiful race there from Hilton from Midstream College, and we have final 5 of 7 for the boys. Let's look out for Oratile Sale from 4 and 2 boys. As the day goes on, the times get faster and faster. Exciting times at the Twizza Super School Series final. We are on final 5 of 7 for the boys 200 meters, under 17. The boys are in their blocks, on their marks. Good start over there from Oratile from 4 and 2. Is 4 and 2 going to be known for their sprints as well? But on the inside in lane 1, we have Elijah Miller from Paul Roos Gymnasium. Who's it going to be as we come into the straight? It looks like it's going to be lane 2, Dejan Roux. It's Dejan Roux. It's Dejan Roux all the way. No one is going to catch him. He is carrying this race, and it is Dejan Roux who crosses the finish line first in a time of 22.34. And he is from Westphalia Boys School. Well done to Dejan Roux.
The Twizza Super School Series. This is the final. I'm standing here with Hilton Thomas. Fantastic 200-meter race that you just ran. How are you feeling about your race?
Very happy. Not going to lie, it was a good time. It took a lot of work in the beginning, but I'm glad it came out as a 21 and breaking that 22 mark.
It's a great event, great atmosphere. How does it feel like running at the Twizza Super School Series finals?
I'm glad that the spectators are back. COVID did take a lot out, so I'm glad that the atmosphere is back with us now.
Well done, man, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Will become one race, so please be done.
We have final 6 of 7 in the boys 200 meters. In this race, we can look out for Ewald Botha in lane 3, as well as further on over there in lane 5, Liam de Villiers from Montana boys. As the boys go on their marks, we have Ryan Smith from Kempton Parksians in lane 8. Clean start over there for the boys. It looks like Hanno van der Walt from Grasfontein. Beautiful, beautiful start over there for him. He is killing that bend, running exceptionally well. And it actually is from Montana boys, Liam de Villiers. It's all about Liam de Villiers. Is anyone going to catch him? It's Liam de Villiers. But on his outside, we have Mikael Roos. Ooh, and it is lane 7. Kiamokotse Mbatana from Randfontein boys. Taking the victory there in 22.46 seconds. It was all about Kiamo Pocheta over there. But beautiful race, girls 17 200 meters. We have Viwe Jinkwe in a time of 23.49 seconds. Exceptional time for her. Second place, Precious Molepe in a time of 23.95. And third place Shanae van Vermeulen in a time of 22.28 seconds. So much action here at the Twizza Super School Series event. We have final 7 of 7 for the boys, 17 200 meters. Look out for Werner Bezuidenhout in lane 5 from Menlo Park boys. And in lane 7 we have Armand van der Walt from Help Mekaar boys. Let's see what these guys run. This is boys under 17 200 meters, final 7 of 7. Good start there from the inside from Tuck Sports boys. Is it going to be Tuck Sports boys? We have Bocello Bradley Nkowana running very strong there. It's all about Bradley. It's all about Dark Lightning. It's all about the shadow. High knee lift, powering his arms through. But we have on the outside Help Mekaar coming. Armand van der Walt. But it is Nkowana Bradley running a beautiful time of 21.05 seconds. We had a chat to him yesterday and he said he's bringing the Dark Lightning to the track, and that is what he did. 21.05 seconds from Bradley Nkowana from Tuck Sport boys. Well done to Bradley. Blistering fast time over there for Bradley Nkowana, 21.05. He said yesterday he means business. He said he's ready, and that is exactly what he showed us. That was final 7 of 7 for the boys under 17 200 meters. This is final 1 of 3 for the girls 200 meters under 19. We only have 3 ladies running in this race. It's going to be a tight one, but it looks like it's Andre Nodia in the inside there from Noordheuwel. She has taken the lead from the start over there, and it's all about Noordheuwel girls. It's all about Andre. It's all about Andre Nodia powering through to the finish line, running alone and dipping across the line in a time of 26.24 seconds. That is Andre Nodia from Noordheuwel girls. Final 12-3 for the girls in 19. Let's look out for Lynn Marie from Midstream College girls in lane 2, as well as Gabriella in lane 3 from Kuro Nelspruit girls. On the outside there in lane 5 we have Elisha from Noordheuwel girls. This is final 2 of 3 for the girls under 19 200 meters. The girls are on their marks. It's a good start over there. It looks like in the center over there we have from Kempton Park, Ioane Swanepoel taking the lead. But on the inside from Midstream College girls, we have Lynn Marie North-Nagel. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Lynn Marie? Is it going to be? It is Midstream College girls taking the lead. Midstream College girls all the way. We have Kempton Park chasing hard, but it's all about Lynn Marie from Midstream College girls, and she is crossing the line in a time of 25.92 seconds. This is the fastest time of the finals for the girls under 19, and that is taken by Lynn Marie North-Nagel in a time
Alright,
of...
standing here with Bradley Nkowana. He just recently ran a new personal best. How does it feel like being at the Twizza Super School Series event? This is the final fantastic race.
Feels really great. Like I said yesterday, I'm always ready. And I didn't false start. That's the thing, because I was so focused. Yeah, I mean, I love the support from the spectators that are here, the athletes also. And yeah, for my heat, that was really fast. And I'm glad I ran a new PB. Hopefully there's more coming. And keep in touch, because Bradley's here.
We are at final 3 of 3 for the girls under 19 200 meters. Clean start over there for the girls. It looks like the outside lane, Danae Kutzer from Randburg girls taking the lead. But also on her inside we have from Middelburg girls, Minka Boyson Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Rambo Girls? Is it going to be Rambo Girls? It is definitely Rambo Girls, and it's Kayla Lagrange. It's Kayla Lagrange taking the win here for Rambo Girls in a time of 24.29 seconds. That is the fastest time for the girls under 19 200 meters. Won by Kayla Lagrange from Rambo Girls. We have the results there for the boys 17 200 meter heat 1. Vian Geldenhuis winning in a time of 22.06 seconds. Babalo Moisar winning second in a time of 22.50. And Genome Lutes in a time of 22.55 in third place. We're back on track. Final wonderful for the boys 19 200 meters. Let's look out for Zane Appelgreen from the Twizza Invitational team in lane 3. As well as Dane Kutzer from Westphalia in lane 6. Great start there for the boys. This is final 1 of 4. Boys under 19 200 meters. Who's going to take it? As they come around the bend, it's a tight race over there, but we have lane 2 from Queens High boys. We have James running very strong there, pumping his arms. It's all about James from Queens High's boy. It's James Tiombo winning in a time of 22.22 seconds. That is final wonderful for the boys and 19 200 meters. Action packed here at the Twizza Super School Series final. We are racing through these races. The guys are showing their speed. Officials doing a really good job here at the Twizza event. We are now at the final 2 of 4 for the boys under 19 200 meters. Lining up in this final 2 of 4, let's look out for Ruan Sutherland in lane 5 from Noordhevel boys. And in lane 7, Lufuno Mativa from Eitzig boys. And the boys are off. Very good start there. A very good start from the boys, and it looks like lane 4, Ruan from Noordhevel. But also on the inside, we're looking at Queens High boys again. It's Queens High all the way. Queens High is bringing the speed today. Kamogelo. Oh no, but on the outside from Nelspruit, Andre Potgieter. Ooh, very, very, very close race. Time of 21.89 seconds. We have Andre Potgieter, who just took it on the line. Great running there. Extra gear there from the boy from Nelspruit boys, Andre Potgieter, running a magnificent race. And final 3 of 4 for the boys under 19. Let's look out for Larato Majiala from the Twizza Invitational team in lane 5. And in lane 7, Brendan Klopper from Potchefstroom Gymnasium boys. This is final 3 of 4 for the boys under 19. We see the results for boys under 17 200 meter heat 2. Ronaldinho from Boland in a time of 22.46. He takes the victory. Ryan Smith, second place, 22.64. And Lawrence Jacobs, third place, in a time of 22.67 seconds. On track now, we have the final 3 of 4 for the boys under 19 200 meters as they go into their blocks on their marks. This is final 3 of 4, and the boys are off. Beautiful start there from the Twizza Invitational team in the center. Lane 5, Larato Majiala. Is it going to be him? But on the inside also from, in lane 2 from Alberton boys, we have Dion Rabi. It's Dion Rabi pumping all the way through, but on the outside also from Midstream College, we have Christopher Williams. It's going to be Christopher Williams. Ooh! It was a very close race, but at the end it was Dion Rabi from Alberton Boys taking the win in a time of 21.88 seconds, and close on his heels from Midstream College Boys we have Christopher Williams in second place. Very close race there. We see the results, boys under 17 200 meters heat 4. In first place we have Hilton Thomas in a time of 21.83 seconds. Second place we have Barthelemy in a time of 22.33 seconds. And third place Recha Tiet in a time of 23.31 seconds. On track now we have final 4 of 4 for the boys under 19. Let's look out for Marks Nell from Officians in lane 4. And on the outside in lane 7, Leighton Base from Oakdale. The boys are just settling into their blocks. Final 4 boys under 19. And they're off to a flyer start, it looks like, from Potchefstroom Gymnasium boys. They're really good start. Also in the center there from Swartkop, we have Divan Volk. Is it going to be Divan Volk from Swartkop? This is a tight race, but Divan Volk puts in another gear, and it's all about the boy from Swartkop, Divan Volk. He's running really well, and he crosses the line in a time of 21.38 seconds, and that is Divan Volk winning the final 4 of 4 for the boys under 19 200 meters. So that concludes the 200 meters on track at the Twizza School Championships. And coming up next, we have the 800 meters for girls under 19. We have 2 finals in this event. It's a hot day at Ramsar Stadium, and the athletes are bringing the heat as well in their results at the Twizza Super School Series final. We see their boys under 17 200 meter heat finalist Bradley Nkawona in a time of 21.03. That's a PB for him. Armand van der Walt in second place in a time of 21.15, and Denzel Ndlovu third place in a time of 21.76 seconds. Well done to the boys. We're also not forgetting the field events happening in the center of the track. We're watching the high jump for girls over there. Oh, unfortunately, that is not a clearance for the girls' high jump, but she will have another attempt at that height. It's an action-packed day over here at the Twizza Super School Series. We have javelin going, we have high jump going, we have shot put going, we have discus going. It's great athletics all round. And on track coming up next is the 800 meters for girls under 19. In screen we have the final of the girls under 17 high jump. That was a beautiful clearance from the youngster over there. So much space between herself and the bar, so much air between herself and the bar. She can still go much higher on that height. Oh, unfortunately that wasn't a successful clearance, but she will have another attempt at that height. Final 1 of 2 for the girls under 19 800 meters. In this race we can look out for Matapelo Mavusho from Prestige College Girls in lane 2, as well as Rihanna Nell from Klerksdorp Girls in lane 5, and in lane 7 Shovani Seitman. Also we have in lane 12 Clara van Wyk, and on the outside over there Sue Kalen running her second race for the day in lane 13 from Help McCard Girls. Packed 800 meters for final 1 of 2 for the girls under 19. We have 13 girls running in this race. Good start for the girls. It seems like they might have put final 1 and final 2 together. Let's see. Great start for the girls over there. Let's see as they come together who is going to be taking the lead. We see Help McCart in the front over there. Help McCart girls in net. Good running there from the ladies. In second place over there we have the lady from Menlo Park. That is Clara van Wyk. The girls are still together. No one has made a break yet, but they're running well. We have Sue Kalen from Help McCart in the front, and behind her we have Menlo Park. Help McCart seems like they have a strategy for this event. They are running well together. Still a very tight race as we go into the second lap of the 800 meters. Let's Help McCart, it's Menlo Park. It's Help McCart, it's Menlo Park. As they're approaching the last 300 meters of this 800 meters, who is going to take the victory? Help McCart is trying to break away over there now, but the girls are staying strong. We also have coming through from Prestige College, Matapelo Mavusho. She's trying to battle them and trying to get to the front of this pack. We have Help McCart, we have Menlo Park, we have Prestige College. This is going to be a fast race to the finish line. This is your girls under 19 800 meter final. As we're approaching the last 150 meters, we still have Sue Kalen from Help McCart in front. Is Matapelo going to pass her? Is the kick coming right now? That is still Sue Kalen from Help McCart. But Matapelo is gringing and she's trying to pass her. Is it Help McCart? Is it Prestige? But Help McCart looks like she's just got that extra kick at the end over there. It is Sue Kalen Korke from Help McCart going to take this victory in a time of 2 minutes 13 seconds in the 800 meter girls under 19 final. In second place there we have from Prestige College, Matapelo Mavusho. Beautiful running from these ladies. They are putting it, leaving it all on the track. They're giving their everything for their school. It is all about the points here at the Twizza Super School Series event. This is the final, and every school here wants to be crowned the best school.
Welcome back. We are at the Twizza Super School Series final. I'm standing here with a fast man who goes by the name of Divan Flock. Phenomenal race in the 200. It's a PB. How are you feeling?
It's a PB. I'm feeling very good. Especially for the reason I was down for like a week now. Didn't train, didn't compete, and to be back now and run a PB, it's just this amazing, energetic feeling. Can't really describe it.
How does it feel like, to be back, from that, and then Twizza Super School Series? It is the final representing Hoërskool Swartkop. How does it feel being at this final?
Sure, to run with and against some big names that I've knew for a long time now, and to compete on this level at this time of the year, it's really good. And to do it in the name of my school, I can't be more proud.
Absolutely, it's all about that badge. It's all about running for your school. And how do you think your school will do today? I mean, the school Twizza Super School Series is all about the winning school. How do you feel like your school is going to do today?
Personally, I think Hoërskool Swartkop is going to smash it. I'm genuinely just looking forward to see the results.
Awesome stuff. Well done, man, and all the best for the rest of your season.
Thank you very much.
School in South Africa. We're back on track now with the boys under 19 800 meter final. They are just lining up at the starting line, preparing for this race. We witnessed a great performance from the girls under 19 in the 800 meter final with a sprint finish between Help McCart and Prestige College. Let's see if the boys will give us a show similar to that of the girls under 19. Let us know in the comments if you're watching live on the Backtrack stream. Which school are you backing today? Which school do you believe will be victorious and will take home the bragging rights at the Twizza Super School Series final? On track, it's the boys and 19 final 800 meters. We have the likes of Daniel Milan from Charlie Wolfmeyer School in this race. We have Mzizi Kumalo from Foy's High Boys, and they are off Seems like a blistering fast start there to get to the front of this race. We have Menlo Park in the mix over there. He is taking the lead for the boys. And that is Johan van Vieren in the lead over there, but hot on his trail. We have from Boland Landbouw, Angelo Daniels. So in the lead we have from Menlo Park, Johan Jansen van Vieren, and on his heels we have Angelo Daniels from Boland Landbouw. Who is going to take this? Will this altitude affect Angelo, or is he going to come strong? Menlo Park seems to be putting their stamp down when it comes to the middle distance events here at the Twizza Super School Series final. And that is the final bell for the last 400 meters. This is where we separate the boys and the men. In second place, we actually have Monas over there. Dylan Pinar in second place. Is he going to be able to overtake Johan Jansen van Vieren from Menlo Park? Still a tight race. It seems like we're going to have another race to the finish line over here. This is what makes it exciting as the boys are approaching the final 200 meter of this 800 meter boys under 19 final. They are keeping up that fast, intense pace. We have 4 boys battling it out for that victory. Coming strong, they're passing Johan Jansen van Vieren now. We have the boys from Queens High and Tuck Sport. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Tuck Sports? Is it going to be Queens High? From Queens High, we have Sibosiso Mbisi. He's fighting. He's trying to hang on. And from Tuck Sports, we have Mpo. It's Tuck Sports. It's Queens. It's Tuck Sports. It's Queens. And it's Queens High dipping Tuck Sports at the end there. We have Sibosiso Msibi winning that in a time of 1.5332. Beautiful, beautiful time there from Sibosiso, but close on his heels, photo finish. We have Mpo Molatse from Tuks Sport Boys. Beautiful race, guys. Well done. That is our boys under 19 800 meter final. We know that Ezekiel Sipeng holds the SA Junior record in a time of 1 minute 45 seconds and 46 split seconds. But in action also we have our boys shot put, and that is Menlo Park. That just took his attempt over there. This is boys final 1 of 2. Boys under 17 shot put that is also in action on the field right now. But also on track we have final 1 of 2 for the girls under 17 800 meters. Let's look out for Nalere Mashishi from Vorentoe girls in lane 3, as well as Janke Martin Viljoen from Blomhof Macy's in lane 5, and on the outside in lane 8 we have Kayla Sheepel from Klerksdorp girls. This is final 1 of 2 for the girls under 17 800 meters. Girls under 17, final 1 of 2 for the 800 meters, just lining up at the starting line. We have so much more action still coming up at this Twizza Super School Series final. After the 800 meters, we're going to the short hurdles, 110 meter hurdles for boys. And then we'll move on to the 100 meter hurdles for boys and the 100 meter hurdles for girls. A lot of action coming from the Twizza Super School Series final. We've seen some massive PBs run, some records broken so far, and I know we're going to see even better races coming up. On track now we have the final 1 of 2 for the girls under 17 800 meters lining up. Also in the field events we have girls under 17 high jump taking place, boys under 17 shot put taking place. We also have the girls discus warming up on the far end of the field. The action never stops at the Twizza Super School Series final. Taste the moment. School athletics is on fire, guys. This is basically the national champs for school athletics in South Africa. We have top schools from all over the country coming and competing against each other. And we're going to see at the end of this event who will be named the best school in track and field for girls, best school in track and field for boys, and best mixed school in track and field. It's exciting times. Every school here wants to lift that trophy at the end of the day. They want to take home their bragging rights. Let us know who you are backing, which school you are interested in seeing lifting that trophy at the end of the day. And if you have individual athletes that you're backing as well, let us know. On field right now, in the track, we have the girls' final under 17 800 meters. Both final 1 and 2 will race together, so this is a jammed, packed event. We have 29 girls in this race. It's gonna be a good one. In picture there we see a Monas athlete, we see a Vorentoe athlete, we see a Swartkop Hoërskool athlete as well. These girls are ready, they're just waiting for the officials and the starter to get in place. Girls under 17 final 800 meter, and they are off. We have 29 girls in this race, and all of them wants the victory. Ooh, a little bit of a stumble there in the beginning, but they all have gotten up and are continuing with the race. It's beautiful to see that the girls don't give up when they fall. They accept the challenge, they rise to the occasion, and we see the athlete from Vorentoe really picking up the pace and trying to get back into this race. Beautiful race from the girls over here so far. We have Naledi Mashishi from Vorentoe, who is trying to catch up with the pack after that unfortunate fall. But it's still anyone's race in this girls under 17 800 meter final. No one has broken away yet, but we'll see as soon as the bell goes off in that final burst. And we have leading this pack from Twizza Invitational team, Pabalo Radebe, running in the colors of Old Mutual in front. Also, we have coming through Selma from Fast Feet Athletics Club. That is Salma Beja. She is also part of the Twizza Invitational team. So we have the two Twizza Invitational ladies leading this event with the bell going off, but also working very hard to get back into this event. We have Naledi Mashishi from Vorentoe. She took that nasty fall in the beginning, and she's worked so hard to get herself back into third place. What a beautiful, beautiful effort from Naledi. She has caught up to Selma Beja, who is running in second place from Fast Feet for the Twizza Invitational team, and Naledi has passed Selma, and now she is trying to chase down Babalo Radebe, also from Twizza Invitational team. Naledi has done a great job to recover from that fall. Will she be able to take the victory? Will this be one of those special moments that we love seeing at the Twizza Super School Series? Let us see what happens in this last final sprint. The girls have just hit the last 120 meters. What is going to happen here? Is it Radebe? Is it Naledi Mashishi? But also we have the girl coming from Swartkop, who has guys, this is exciting. This is the race that we want to see, taking it at the end over there in a time of 2:11:32. Beautiful, beautiful finish there. It was an open race for all the girls, and we saw that photo finish, we saw that fight at the end, we saw that burst of energy. Unfortunately, we had the fall in the beginning of the race, which upset Naledi Mashishi's race from Vorentoe, but she fought back, and she still finished in the top 4 of the girls under 17 800 meter, but winning that race.
Back to the Twizza Super School Series. This is the final. I'm standing here with Busiso Msivi. He is with me. He just won the 800 meter race in a new PB of 1:53. Msivi, how do you feel?
I'm so happy. I feel happy, so happy. So yeah.
How was the race? It was a tough race, but you made the best of it. How does it feel being at the Twizza event?
It's so nice. So we have so many people, so yeah.
That's good. Well done, man, and all the best for the rest of the season, okay?
Thanks.
We're back on track for the final 1 of 2 for the boys, 1700 meters. In lane 2 we have Van Rooyen, maybe from Queen's High School. Further down we have in lane 5 Daniel Conradi from Charlie Wolfmeyer boys. In lane 8 we have Bonga Dube from Kuro Nelspruit boys. We also have the likes of Kabelo Motlabedi from Tux Sport boys. And then further on in lane 11 we have Alru Gous from Boland Landbou, and in lane 13 we have Lungile Kubu from Randfontein boys. Coming up on track we have the boys under 17 800 meters. Apologies there for the mixture or the mix-up of the athletes' names. Some of the athletes aren't wearing the correct bib numbers, so we're doing as best as we can over here in the commentary booth.
We are at the Twizza Super Schools Series Finals. Isandri Jacobs, a fantastic race. You broke the record as well. How do you feel about your run?
I feel very great. I didn't think I would win and break the record. I just ran to see if I can beat my previous PB.
How does it feel like being at this event? I'm sure it's good to see the crowd and to see everybody here. How does it feel being at the Twizza Super School Series Final?
It feels amazing to hear everybody cheer for you when you're at the last straight, so it's very fun.
Well done. I know your school will be very proud of you. They'll be cheering, and those who are watching at home, what do you want to say to them?
I hope you are cheering for me, and please watch me for the 1500.
Thank you. That's Isandri Jacobs, 800 meters. She just broke the record.
Thank you.
The boys under 17 800 meters, and we can look out for in lane 3 Leonardo van der Ver from Paul Boys High. We can also look out for in lane 7 Manamela Lehlonolo from Eitzig Boys. Also further on in the line we can look out for in lane 12 Dian van der Venter from Kempton Park Seans, as well as Xavier van der Leek from Midstream College Boys. This is the boys under 17 800 meter final. Both finals will be raced together, so we have a total of 27 boys running in this race. We just see the boys getting ready and lined up for the final of the boys under 17 800 meter. As I said, we have 27 boys lining up in this race. There's been great action on the track so far. Fast, blistering times coming through. Let's see who's going to take this one. Good start, fast start for the boys under 17 800 meters. The boys always want to get to the front as quick as possible. We see Tuck Sports over there taking the lead, as well as the Twizza Invitational athlete. We have Katlejo Tsikiso for the Twizza Invitational team setting the pace over there, and alongside him from Tuck Sport we have Carabello Motlabedi. They are setting the pace for us over there. Katlejo Tikiso from Twizza Invitational team, as well as Carabello Motlabedi from Tuck Sports Boys. We also have in the mix Vorentoe coming through strong, as well as Help Mekaar College and Swartkop. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Twizza Invitational team? Is it going to be Tuck Sports? Is it going to be Vorentoe? Is it going to be Help Mekaar? Is it going to be Swartkop? That's the top 5, or one of the top 10 come through and surprise us. We see Prestige College moving up very nicely over there, trying to catch up to the front group. But it's still the Twizza Invitational team. It's still Tuk Sports and Forentu fighting for their first place. We have Help Makar not too far behind in 4th place. But we see Tuk Sport breaking away now. Oh, Twizza Invitational is holding on. But Tuk Sport has another gear. This is going to be a sprint finish again. Beautiful running there from Karabelo Motlabedi from Tuk Sports Boys. He pumps his arms, he opens up the gap, and he's going to take this all the way through to the finish line. What will his time be? He crosses the line in 1 minute 54 seconds and 14 split seconds. He is not too happy, but he still gets the victory. That is Karabelo Motlabedi from Tuk Sport Boys winning the boys under 17 800 meter final. In 2nd place we have from the Twizza Invitational team Katlego Tikiso. Good running there from the boys under 17 in the 800 meter. Coming up next, we have the girls under 15 800 meters. Let's not forget our field events taking place in the middle of the field. We're setting up for the boys high jump, boys under 17 high jump. We also have on the far end of the field the discus, boys, or girls actually under 17 on the way, as well as the shot put. But on track now we have the final of the girls under 15 800 meters. We can look out for Mila Fontaine from Hoërskool Droostrie Girls. We can also look out for Jordan Carrera from Fourways High Girls. Will be competing in this race. We also have Cassidy Bosman from Kempton Park Dochters. We have Hailey Shoot from Alberton Girls. We have Bia Potgieter from Charlie Wolfmeyer Girls. We have Caitlin Duplessis from Monument Girls. Elisma Leroux from Swartkop Girls. As well as Lerato Machielo from Forentu Girls. You can also look out for Tatum McAdam there from Fourways High Girls, as well as Hailey Shoot from Alberton Girls. It's going to be a good race. It's the final of the girls under 15 800 meters. We have 26 girls competing for the win in this race. Who's it going to be? Which school is going to become victorious or finish victorious for the girls under 15 800 meters? Ladies, under 15, 800 meter, preparing for this 800 meter final. Good start there. It's going to be a fast start. We have 26 athletes in this race, and they all want to win. Who's it going to be? Which school are you backing for the girls under 15, 800 meters? Girls under 15, still a tight bunch over there. 800 meters has proven to be a sprint these days. The girls don't start slow anymore. It's all about getting out first, breaking away from the pack. You don't want to get boxed in. You don't want to get stuck in the box over there. Girls are running very strong. We have the likes of Tuk Sport in the mix. We have Menlo Park in the mix. We have Forentu in the mix. We have Swartkop in the mix. We have Affis Macy's in the mix. Menlo Park coming through strong. It's the last lap. The bell has gone. And it's all about Forentu. Menlo Park. Queen's High is also trying to push through over there. Affis girls. This is going to be a fight to the finish again for the girls under 15 800 meters. Who's it going to be? Girls are dropping the pace a little bit over there. It's anyone's game still. We see Swartkop taking the lead now. Who's going to win this race? It's going to definitely be a sprint to the finish because none of the girls are breaking away. None of the girls are taking the lead. None of the girls are being brave enough to kick yet, but we're on the last 200 meters of the girls under 15 800 meter final. We have Swartkop, we have Queens High, we have Menlo Park. Who's going to be brave enough to take that last sprint finish and win this race? We still have Swartkop, we have Office Macy's coming through, we have Queens High, but it's a fight to the finish over here, coming through on the inside, breaking past Swartkop. Andre Pistorius winning in a time of 2 minutes 15 seconds and 86 split seconds. Beautiful run from her. She took the lead right from the start and she did not disappoint. Andre Pistorius from Noordheuvel Girls winning that race in a time of 2 minutes 15 seconds and 86 split seconds. She was leading in round 1. 4 and 2, Swartkop tried to battle her, but they did not manage as she broke through in the last 50 meter stride home, and Henry took that win for Noordheuvel Girls High and the girls under 15 800 meters. So good to have track and field back. So good to see the energy, the hype, the enthusiasm and the passion from these athletes at the Twizza Super School Series final. Thank you so much to Twizza for putting this event together. Thank you to the sponsors. And now on track we have boys under 15 800 meter final. We can look out for Ruan Harmse from Noordheuvel boys. We also have Marnu Bauer from Help Mekaar boys. We have Neo Matou from Forentoe boys. We can also look out for Joshua Young from Elleras boys and Marcel Britt from Montana boys. In this final we have 25 athletes battling it out for that victory. This is our last 800 meter final at the Twizza Super School Series. Boys under 15, we can also look out for Ewan Lawrence from Kempton Park Seans. We have Mark Lester from Paul Roos Gymnasium. We have Casper Chete from Fourways High Boys, and we have Leon Otto from Oakdale, as well as PSC Maritz from Westphalia Boys. Who's going to take this one? It's the boys under 18, under 15, 800 meter final. You can see the boys under 15 lining up there. This is the last final for the 800 meter. The 800 meters has been very interesting so far. A lot of quick, fast races to the finish line over there, head to head, shoulder to shoulder. The boys and girls battling it out, giving their everything for their school. At the 800 meters, we see a couple of girls there in the background getting medical attention. It's hot out here at Remsag Stadium, and the schools and the athletes are giving it their all. They want to be crowned the best school in South Africa for the Twizza Super School Series finals. 800 meter boys under 15 about to take off. And it's a clean start for the boys over there. It's going to be a fast one. All of them are trying to get that break to the front of the race. We see there we have 5 boys in the lead over there. They're getting to the 200 meter mark in a time of 28 seconds. This is going to be a fast race. We have Swartkop taking the lead over there. Rico Kutzer running very well. And behind him we have Werner Gous from Officians, also tight on Rico's heels over there. Who's it going to be as they come in for the final lap? Is it Swartkop? Is it Office? Will Office be able to close this gap on Swakop. Let's see. Rico Kotzer running well, opening his stride. But Vernegaus not letting him go. Can Vernegaus close the gap on Rico Kotzer? They're entering the last 300 meters of this 800 meters for boys under 15. Rico Kotzer looking very strong as he approaches the last 200 meters. He has opened a 10-meter gap on Vernegaus. He's running really, really well. As he approaches the last 120 meters in a time of 1:34. Let us see what he's going to put on the clock. It is his final 100-meter sprint home. It's all about Rico. It's Kutzer. It's all about Swartko, boys. He's running with ease here. Last 50 meters, getting ready to cross the finish line. Vernegaus is trying to fight back, but it is all about Rico Kutzer. Crossing the line in a time of 1:54.27. Beautiful race from Rico Kutzer, the youngster from Swartko, boys. In second place there we have Vernegaus from Officians, running very well. That is the boys under 15, 800 meters.